your boy Roy Jones Jr. and right now you tuned into World Combat Sports. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, you're listening to World Combat Sports. What's good, everyone? It's another one. Hey, we got the Triple G fight. Since it's on right now, I'm just going to chat it up just a little bit about it. So we have Triple G. He's 41-1. And this should be pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect him to do nothing different than he always do. Seriously. I don't expect him to do anything he already did before. Appreciate everyone stopping through on the live chat, messing with your boy WCS, man. Leave your comment, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Stop playing around. 2021. Of course, we're trying to get the subscribers up. We're always trying to get more supporters. Always. I'm gonna talk that boxing after this Triple G fight, man. I wasn't even gonna tune into it because he's fighting a dude called Zamathrapan, you know, a freaking medication. Let's see what we're talking about though. And once again, salute to everybody that's in the live chat. Pull up. Let's walk this out just a little bit. Let's walk this out. They're giving the national anthem for, you know, Triple G or whatever. It is what it is, man. It's Friday. Hopefully everybody is doing great. Those of you that's at the club, you know, be safe out there. If it's a slow song coming on, I don't expect you to social distance, you know, get up close and personal, get the number, say, hey, I'll deal with you later. There's too many people in here. I don't know who you was talking to early on, but we can communicate later. You know what I'm saying? So put your mask back on, head to the car. You know what I'm saying? If she want to head to the car with you, all right, cool. We can talk out there, but damn. You know, this club scene, man, it's just too much going on right now, dog. It's too much going on. Yeah, but my topic I get through a little bit later. Appreciate everyone. Whenever you choose to pull up, it's Friday. I know people have stuff to do, but God damn it, that's no excuse. If you're driving by, hit the like button, man. Do what you do. They're going through all the anthems. Triple G with a new trainer who's basically trying to convince us that he's dedicated, he's rededicated, so to speak, to go on another damn reign. My question is, if he's rededicated for the 160-pound division, why he ain't been doing shit? He's still waiting for Canelo Alvarez. Why don't you move up to 68 and go up there and fuck with some of them? Why are you staying here? Just so you can get a record? So you can be remembered in a single division? You're not doing enough. You're not daring to be great right now. That's why I always said when he stepped up in weight, look back on my shit. I said, man, this dude is freaking overrated, man. Once he step up in competition, man, he's going to get exposed. And I don't even use exposed like that. But when he fought Daniel Jacobs, you know, yeah, you know, he had some success in that fight, but Daniel made it to the last round. Now he has a stalker's fetish with motherfucking Canelo Alvarez, who's doing his own shit. Canelo Alvarez out here, goddamn, stepping in the ring with whoever he freaking feel like. He don't have no loyalty to Triple G. Thank God they blessed Gennady Golovkin with the IBF belt after he lost to Sergey Derevyanchenko. You know what I'm saying? This dude is getting gifts, and it's not even close to the holiday season. Let's see if this opponent does anything special for us. Let's see. First round underway, y'all. First round. Let me see. Yeah, I knew I was kind of on mute because I was trying to listen to the first round there, Jade. Appreciate you telling me, bro. Real talk. I was kind of listening to the fight, so I won't get a copy strike. But yet, I was talking at the same time, but I was really trying to, see what they saying about this guy. Denise Wars, what's going on, Boxing Queen? How you feel? Appreciate you telling me. We should be good now. Hopefully everybody's doing great. I know it's Friday. People got shit to do. We're in the second round, people. Early knockdown by Triple G on Zometa. And let's see how he rebounds from that. You know, Triple G is giving us the typical Triple G. He's right there in your face. You know, you know, he's there to be hit. But of course, Triple G, he stays there. He takes a punch to give a punch. He's showing pretty decent power against this guy. A bit predictable, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I like how he just slipped underneath that left hand. A little bit of head movement from Triple G. I like it because he's the kind of dude that damn take a lot of punch, but I see him moving his head right now. He tried to double up on that left uppercut. I've seen some head movement from Triple G. About damn time. Zometa goes to the body. Shout out to Team Williams Jr. in the building, man. Man, Triple G hard with the damn left hook. Okay. Once again, he has another knockdown. Doing Triple G type stuff on an opponent such as this. I can't really sit up here and throw my hands in the air like I just don't care. I mean, this is a typical opponent. I mean, what we expect Triple G to do when he starts to open up. Get the knockdown. Doing what Triple G does. He's landing his punches. You know what I'm saying? When he does sit down on his punches, he's landing them. I mean, look at this opponent, though. He's been down twice. Once in the first, once in the second. Man, Zometa's just getting touched up with everything right now. Left, right, doubling up on the jab. He's just all discombobulated. This fight may not. I'm not sure. You know, Triple G slowly opening up. It takes me back to the regional scene. How you have someone that's supposed to come in here and win, and you have a person that they know they can get out of there in the first round, but they carry them. You know what I'm saying? This is what it seems like. Because every time Gennady opens up and land a hard shot on Zometa, he gets the knockdown easily. And then he really doesn't get out of, you know, he doesn't become impulsive, sporadic, you know what I'm saying, reckless, just goes in and try to finish. He let him live. He let him live to go to a third round, man. You know what I'm saying? He let him live. But this guy is trying to say he has the most title defenses. And I mean, you know, he's doing great things in the middleweight division. He has to improve his competition, bro. Just fight somebody with a name, for God's sake. Just fight somebody with a name. That's all we want. Fight somebody with a damn name. So we're in the third round, people. Fight fans, aficionados, astutes. Okay, hard jab by Zometa. Okay, doubling up on the jab. He needs to keep that up. And he needs to, you know, get his distance a little bit better, man. And don't stand in front of Triple G like that. Okay, dig to the body. Every time you touch Triple G with something hard, you can almost guarantee it. He's going to give you return postage. Guarantee it. He's just going to try to send you back, give it back, return the sender. He can't allow you to get off on him like that. Doubling up on the jab. Another jab by Zometa. Triple G letting the round go by. Sooner or later, you know, give or take, he's going to open up again with that overhand right or that straight hard jab. That one. Here we go. He opened up just like I said, right hand. Minute 30 remaining. There he goes again to the body. Bags up Zometa. backs him up again with that stiff jab. Whenever he wants to put the ketchup, mustard on that motherfucker, relish, hot sauce, hot chili peppers, he does it. Easy for Triple G. This is they just moving around in there, basically. A minute remaining in the third round, man. Triple G with a wild uppercut. That shit was ugly. Man, Zamaida's getting touched up with the jab coming in. He's moving his head, though, but his timing is just off. Oh, nice uppercut by Triple G. Triple G unloads to end the round. This is what he does. This what he got. You know, right now, when it gets in the final seconds, he unloads on this guy. Let me see if he's going to score a third straight knockdown. 25 seconds remaining. Triple G is on the hunt. Closes in. Hard shot to the body. Zamaida is holding on for dear life. 15 seconds. Let's see, Triple G. Is he going to push the pace? Hard hook to the body. Zamaida makes it out of the third round. Outstanding. Outstanding. He makes it out of the third round. I would ask y'all who's going to win, but it's no need. Shit. There's no trivia to this. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask y'all who's going to win, but there's no trivia. Mark Nash in the building, man. I was over there on the back studio. Salute to Mark Nash in the building, man. What's good? What's good? Appreciate you pulling up. J8, Denise Ward, Mark Nash in the building, everybody else. We're heading into round 4. Of course, the favorite is the IBF champion, Gennady Golovkin, who's going into the round 4 with opponent named Zamaida. Triple G active early, triples up the jab. Piston. Oh, he opens up early in this 4th round. Zamaida comes back a little low with the right below the belt, a little low. Triple G goes right back to the body up top. I like how he's, switching it up. Man, doubling up on the left uppercut. 2 of those shots landed on Zamaida. He took them well, though. Zamaida's just too slow right now. If he's slower than Triple G, that's a problem. Because Triple G is just like, a machine is going to be in front of you, and you got to force him to respect you. That's Triple G, man. You got to box his ears off, or if you're going to stay right there on the front doorstep, you got to have something delivered. That shit got to be FedEx, goddammit. It can't be regular mail. Okay, comes back with an overhand right. Triple G comes back and land that right. I'm surprised that didn't stun Zamaida. It was right off the temple. Oh, he slipped that left hand and caught Triple G up top. I like it. That's the best exchange of the fight right there. That's the best one. Come on, talk to us. Talk to us. What you talking about, Triple G? Like I tell you before, I like Triple G moving his goddamn head now. He has his new trainer. He fired freaking Abel Sanchez when he signed that new contract. Another knockdown like I figured. Nothing special. Another knockdown. 3rd knockdown of the fight. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd. Skip the 3rd. Now another one in the 4th. Triple G closes in. Heavy shots landed. Doubling up on the left hand. Zamaida's hurt. Triple G goes around the elbow, hooks him with touches him with the hook to the body. Zamaida comes back. I got to show him love, man. He ain't just quitting, but them body shots are hurting. He's trying his best. He's trying his best to shield that right side. But he's backing up. Triple G is backing. Oh, look at the head movement by Triple G. Yeah. Yeah. You took this long in your career to use some head movement, Shouty. Oh, there you go again. Slip that left hand. You know what I'm saying? Triple G like, what? All right. Man, he's lighting up. He's lighting Zameda up with that left uppercut. He's just doubling up on that left uppercut and then coming with that right hook. Another round and another knockdown. Triple G is way ahead on this fight. On one side of the fair, Zameda looked the worst for wear right now. I really don't know what round he's going to go out. It might be the 5th. I don't know, but looking at him sit down over there, he's looking a little bit worn. I wonder what his team is thinking right now, looking at him like that, his mouth open. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have any cuts or anything that's serious, but looking at his condition, his facial expression, I wonder what they're gonna. Man, that was an uppercut on the inside with no extension. Really a short uppercut on the inside. Boom. I mean, I like that hook to the body. You know, it's boxing. I like how Triple G went to the body. Triple G comes out fast, goes right back to the body. He opens up heavy on Zameda, digging to the body. Once again, using head movement. He knows his body shots are hurting. Left hand again lands for Triple G. Zameda returns. Really hardly, I mean, there's light punches, man, very light. I mean, he's fighting back, though. He's showing heart. Zameda's showing heart. But Triple G has a chin. Real talk. Triple G just countered with a 1-2, then digs to the body. Man, Triple G just dug to the body with the left, came up with the uppercut, and then hit him with the right hook. Look at that head movement by Triple G. Slipping. Hey, I know the motherfucking punches in slow motion, but goddamn it, Triple G slipped like this. That motherfucker's in rhythm. I said, all right. He came with that right hand again. The counter left hand by Zameda. Triple G slipped underneath it. I like what I'm seeing, man. Damn, man. Hey, Jay, appreciate it. Now, that was my fault, Jay. I appreciate it, dog. That was my freaking fault, man. Damn. Oh, hard right hand lands for Jamaica. Triple G's come back with 4 or 5 shots. Oh, man, he's saying, you know what? You touched me like that, man. I was trying to carry you to the 8th round. Triple G opens up on Zameda. Zameda's still standing. Hey, appreciate that, J.A. Good looking out, bro. You know, appreciate you looking out. Appreciate you looking out, man. You know, boxing is about mail carriers. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It's send and receive that, Mark. It's all about the metaphor you choose. You can even use traffic, because traffic is one way and is incoming. You know what I'm saying? Is in the flow of traffic and against traffic. I mean, you can use all the metaphors you want. You know, shit. But I cannot believe we head into the 7th round and it's been several knockdowns already. Give it up to Zameda for standing in there, being on the canvas as much as he has. And he comes out. He comes out and meet Triple G in the center of the square. And he cannot do that and allow Triple G to connect on him like he's doing. Left hand, right. Left. Triple G is really digging into this dude right now. 240. We have 240 remaining in the 7. High activity from both fighters this round. I like how Zameda just landed that combination, then pushed Triple G back to create space, and then threw another left hand. 1-2 combination. He's game, man. That's why you can't sit up here and call fighters bums like this, because they're going in there with somebody that's familiar. The dude's been on the canvas multiple times, and he's still in the pocket. He's still in the pocket trading. His stock is going up. Oh, he knocked down again. Just what I said. He knocked down again. His corner might throw in the towel. I don't know. And that was a jab. Gennady dropped him with a jab. He's going in for the kill right now. But, hey, he's still conscious. I don't know if you saw him, how he rolled with that punch. He was able to slip Triple G's punch with the right hand. But God damn it, Gennady comes back to the body. Zameda clinches, you know, trying to get his wits back. Gennady goes back, dedicated. He's going back to what he's committed to. Gennady steps back and take a breath. He was putting in work. He stepped back, reassess, reset, goes back to work. Damn, this dude's tough. This guy's tough, man. Oh, nice right uppercut, man. Damn, barely caught him, but it tapped him on the chin. Zameda took it pretty decent. 40 seconds remaining in the 7th round. Man, he just that's like 6 jabs in a row by Gennady. 6 jabs in a row in this guy. I like that. You saw how Triple G shot that straight right and then dipped underneath the left counter. Cool shit. I like what I'm saying with Triple G, man. You know, as far as how he's opening up now than what I seen in the early part. In the early part, he just looked like Triple G, robotic, but he's using his defense better. Plus, he's a little bit older now. So, in my opinion, he's fighting smart. He's been working on his defense. Do I believe he can get this guy out of here? I believe so. I think so, man. That was a jab right there. Fatigue is setting in. The last knockdown was a jab. Pop, pop, double jab. God damn. 1-1. Fight is over. Just like I thought. I said his corner would call it or the referee. Fight is done. I mean, the fighter was taking too much punishment. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Fighter taking too much punishment, man. I mean, see, I didn't want to even hear that shit. But they say a record-breaking 21st defense. See, I know this what this fight was about. He didn't want it to go, he didn't want it to end too early. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want it to end too early. He wanted to take it as long as it possibly could and make it seem interesting. So people wouldn't sit up here and say, you know what, it was an easy fight. But it was a soft touch. The dude was competitive because Triple G allowed it to be. But they just wanted to wait and say he broke the record. I'm not even going to go into detail about it because when it comes down to it, come on, man, we know what it is with Triple G. Kudos to the accomplishment. You know, it's boxing. Kudos to the accomplishment. Whatever. Whatever, man. But that's all they wanted. They wanted to go up here. And what's going on, King Mitch? What's good? What's good? Appreciate everybody who pulled up in the building. Yeah. So Gennady Golovkin just finished defeating Sameda. And that fight is over with. There was several knockdowns in the fight, like we expected. Nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Nothing new at all. Yeah, he's still strong. I agree. He said, y'all see Triple G looking old and slow, still strong. Triple G trying to get rounds in. I seen him, I think this last round he was in, he stepped back and took a breath, reset. It might have been the round before this finishing round, and he went back to work. He was using defense. Defense requires energy. You know what I'm saying? It definitely requires energy. Real talk. So, you know, he was able to get the win, do what the hell we thought he was going to do. Nothing special when it comes down to it. It's absolutely nothing special. But congrats to Triple G for getting the win and everything else that goes along with it. I'm not going to act like I'm totally against. Look, I'm for boxing, but you have to keep it. You know, you have to just dig in a little bit more sometime when it comes to this sport because it's just too much is going on. that people don't identify. Like the fact that he's waiting on Gennady Golovkin, he ain't fighting. He ain't trying to fight nobody else in the freaking division. You know, nobody else. He ain't trying to fight nobody else in the damn 60 division. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know? Damn. Why? So to get to my my title, I put shadow boxing overtaking the sport. And what that means to me, shadow boxing in general, and what I'm saying it is just basically fighters who are willing to, you know, fight individuals that they can dictate everything about the fight. You know what I'm saying? There's no challenge to them. They can pretty much dictate what they want in the fight. They can pick and choose who they want, but it's not really the high-ranking guys who the boxing community want to see. That's what I mean by shadow boxing. Shadow boxing is overtaking the sport. If it ain't, it should be about money to a point, because I've been an advocate. Fight for what you're worth. Advocate for the money. But in a lot of ways, people try to advocate, make it seem like they're advocating for money, but they really don't want the fight. It's too tough. They're still trying to build a record, so they make it about money. So the only way they can make it about money to the general public is what? They got to go on IG. They got to go on, they have to be on Facebook. They have to go on all these places and make it seem like they're worth more than what they actually are. So they fully understand that we're not going to be at negotiation table. So they can fake the funk like they're making all this money. But what we know with the promoters and everybody else, you only make a certain amount of dollar. You know, it's all about this day and time, faking it till you make it, man. This social media, hold on for a second. Let me shut that down. Social media has pretty much allowed people to shadow box the early part of their career all the way up. And then when it gets time for them to be under the bright lights and everything, they still want to shadow box. They still want an opponent that's easy and is accommodating to them to go into the ring and knowing they can win, but they want to basically halo it as if that opponent is the best thing ever. Like that's the best opponent they could have chose. There's a lot of that shit going on in boxing. Boxing is a business first. But I think a lot of the best fights is falling by the wayside, and not too many people want to talk about it. Of course, if your favorite fighter is doing the motherfucking shadow boxing, they just don't want to talk too much about it. They say, "I'll let that shit ride, man. Let him do what he want to do. Let her do what she want to do." You know what I'm saying? And it's basically, it's just damn convoluting the sport. We're seeing certain fighters only fight certain ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing black fighters that only want to fight Mexican fighters. You know, like Devin Haney. He got one brother on his freaking record. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing fighters mix it up, look at the ranking system and fight one another. I'm not saying the black fighters don't fight one another, but every so often you get it. But you don't get it on a consistent basis. We have a lot of black fighters in the sport, but you rarely see them fighting one another. And once again, I'm not cascading this just assumption on every black fighter. But when you're at the top of the food chain, right? I heard somebody say today, why is Floyd Mayweather choosing Logan Paul and not KSI? And a lot of the time, people sit up here and say that a black versus a European or white fighter sells more to the public, especially for what Floyd Mayweather is trying to do, right? But it becomes a bit fucked up when we want to see the best fight the best. They both black, right? And then they make it so difficult. You know, they make it so difficult. People's like, well, Errol Spence fought Sean Porter. He was the easiest fight. He had the title. He was accessible to Errol Spence. And Errol Spence said it himself, so he was able to get the fight. Now, he should have been fighting Bud. Guess what? We might be possibly seeing Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence in 21. And then we're still waiting The jury is still out on if we're going to see Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. I don't know, man. He said, Mark said, what was the point of Triple G fight? Just so he can break the record. You know what I'm saying? Just so he could break the record, so he could say, oh, I did the best in the middleweight division. I have the most title defenses in the middleweight division. Kudos to me. I still reign atop the middleweight division, so to speak. But, you know, that's the only thing that's holding on for Triple G, that they awarded him the gift against Sergey Derevyanchenko. He's still holding on for a third fight with Canelo Alvarez. He's infatuated with getting the trilogy with Canelo Alvarez for another huge payday. He changed trainers. I'm not sure if he's over there pondering the fact, but he probably feels that he has a chance. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I can't tell you if he thinks he has a chance. I can't tell you. Yeah. The record title defenses. Absolutely. All the respect for Triple G attempting to speak English. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? He got the brother in his corner now. He said, Triple G, you know, goddamn, you know, let's make this happen. There you go there, Mike. Major Key Boxing in the building. What's good? M. Williams, man. I don't know what dude ain't let you talk. He was tripping. Jay, you know how it is over there. I see you over there in the live chat. I don't say anything. I mean, you good with me. I mean, you're free to go wherever you want, but you know that's how he is, bro. Come on, man. You know how, you know, that's how them hoes be. You know what I'm saying? That's how the hoes be. When you live in a society where you have a little puppy that'll bark his ass off until you open the motherfucking gate, and all them other dogs outside, they bark their ass off. They'll try to convince you that they're supposed to roll with the pack. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got going on. You have a keyboard, and you have a motherfucker don't have shit going on in his life. But yeah. Let's see something right quick. I did. I just dropped it in there. I dropped it in there for you, bro. What the hell just happened? There go the link, man, again. Let me see. Damn, I thought I dropped it in there. Grogan in the building. What's good? Hey, man, we about to turn up and talk about this situation. You know, of course, we have the other channel, you know, that's busy doing what trolls do, living up under a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You know how you would assume somebody know how boxing works, but they don't. They just know how to freaking run a channel and be a puppet. You know, it's easy for people to be a puppet when they don't know shit about boxing. So, you know, Team Williams Jr., we've been calling out Devin Haney. We ain't got no response yet. So, of course, the puppet over there, he's going off being disrespectful. And thank God, you know, that he's able to, you know, nestle in, you know, stay all nice and warm behind the screen and just bark like a little puppy. You know what I'm saying? And basically say, well, let me make video clips of people and shit like that. It's way past the video clips when you get inside the ring, though. Hey, man, I sent the link. I dropped the link right there. Michael Williams. You know what? You know, for some of us, man, we want to cut through all the other stuff, all this social media. We want to talk to the people that actually matters. You know, that dude, he don't matter in this equation. He don't matter. He's just good for motherfuckers that follow him. That's it. He don't matter in this situation. He can't make no calls. He can't make no decisions. He can't even get an interview on a consistent basis with Devin Haney. So we're not worried about that. We're not worried about it. He can't make any calls, no decisions. Only thing he can do is hopefully his live chat show up and his people run back and tell him, hey, so-and-so talking about you. You know what I'm saying? And come in on the fake accounts and say the same stuff. It's pointless, bro. We want Devin Haney. We're not sitting up here saying the same thing all the time. We just know we can beat him. That's facts. We know we can beat him. You wondering what weight class somebody boxing at, and you should worry about what weight class he is never going to be a champion at. You should worry about when he's going to actually fight a champion for the belt. That's what you should be worried about. The first thing out his mouth is say, oh, you've been fighting bums when you a bum. You a freaking bum. You can't fight a lick. You just sit up here and have a tongue in your mouth to verbal spar people. Man, come on, man. It's about boxing, man. We trying to sit up here and get those rounds in with Devin Haney, but they non-existent. It's okay for them to go around and disrespect people all the time. But when people come for their head, they get all emotional. They do some real kid shit. They'll keep on cutting people off and disrespecting them just so they can say, haha, guess what I got him? I got him so I can make a clip. Isn't that some little pussy ass shit? Like, dude, that's the society we live in. We just want the work. We just want the work. Forget all that other stuff, man. But like I was saying before, man, I'm waiting for my boy to jump on, man. I'm just curious to why he haven't. Hold up for a second. So, you know, everybody that's over here from that channel, yeah, we got the Devin Haney call out still ongoing. He know damn well. Look, what they say. If you think he a bum and he easy work, then you don't have an opponent. You know what I'm saying? Look at the last 5 opponents this dude's done fought. And he's supposed to be a savior. He's supposed to be the successor of Floyd Mayweather, y'all. Come on, Devin Haney is nowhere close to Floyd Mayweather. The dude can box. Yeah, man. Let me put it back in the chat. I'm putting it in the chat tonight because that's what the free smoker is. You know what I'm saying? We put it in the chat. There you go right there, man. Pac-Man ATL, what's good? He said that hen dog kicking in. Shout out to Pac-Man ATL. Team Bomb Squad in the building. What's good, man? Hey, for those of you that tuned in late, man, Triple G just got to win. You know what I'm saying? He wanted the break the record for the most defenses. So, you know, it is what it is. But right now, a lot of stuff is popping off. Of course, you've been hearing it all around social media. And this is what is going on. You know, Michael Williams Jr., who is a rising star in boxing. When it comes down to it, he's not as popular as Devin Haney. But we know for a fact that he can defeat Devin Haney. He can beat that ass. He can get in there. But of course, when you have history in the sport of boxing, right? And somebody's going to bring up sparring. They sparred back in the day. And, you know, I think in the second round, Devin Haney, you know, dropped him with a body shot. This was like 3 years ago. And while he was down on one knee, Devin Haney punched him in the head. That's facts. That's facts. And the sparring was over. So that's not whooping nobody's ass at all. That's not even the case. But dude has improved. He's much taller, much bigger. We know Devin Haney don't have a muscle in his body besides his nose. So therefore, when it comes down to it, we just want the fight. How can you be clout chasing? Check this out. Check this out. Forget the belt. We don't need the belt. See, that's when black people, especially when they start to say clout chasing, we don't need the belt. We don't need that belt. We want Devin Haney's name. Because look, the one on this record and his name is gonna hurt him more. He can keep the belt. We don't really want the belt because it don't mean shit to him. He didn't be the champion for the belt. We don't want the belt. Keep the WBC. It means absolutely nothing anyway, because they say that Teofimo was the ruler. Mauricio Sulaimán said he's the ruler of the freaking lightweight division. Keep the belt. So now what? You want to talk about weight and nobody's challenging Jerome Ennis. Jerome Ennis just made it. Boots, I like Boots. But he isn't a part of the equation. Devin Haney is. That's who we want to fight. That's who we want. Keep the belt. You don't have nobody that's underlining. You don't have nobody that's lined up. But yet, we hit your ass up on social media and you go on a 10-mile run and drop some videos on IG all emotional and pissed off. But look, Michael Williams Jr. is just a bum, y'all. He said he's just a bum. He ain't fought nobody. I keep hearing the same shit all the time. Aren't y'all tired of hearing that shit? So-and-so ain't fought nobody. But if we had a sport like boxing that you had 1 through 10 of straight up killers in a division, how many champions would we have? How many times would a belt change hands though? If we had nothing but killers in the division, how many trilogies would we have? Spence and Canelo both see potential. Spence and Canelo both see potential in fighting each other. I like to see it. I honestly think Spence can outpoint Triple G. I need to see Spence in 1-6. Mitch, you know my take on that, Mitch. You know my take on that, bro. I don't think Errol Spence will get it done in 60. That's just my opinion. I don't think Errol Spence will get it done in 60. I just don't. I just don't see it. Hold on for a second, y'all. Y'all give me a minute. Hold on for a second. What up?
Oh man, it's about
So
time.
basically,
Yo,
okay, hold up.
yep.
So this, okay, I'll talk to you offline about that. Yeah, you good now, man?
Yeah, good looking, man. I'm glad I'm on, man. You know, I don't want to say his name. They can keep saying our name over there, but dude's a straight sucker. You know what I'm saying? When you throw other names ahead of a name, you know what I mean? Like, nah, you can't fight him. Why don't you fight this guy? Why don't you fight that guy? Come on, bro. We talking about one Pacific fighter. You know what I'm saying? Then he's not even getting my son's weight corrected. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't talk to explain to this dumbass nigga what we really fight at. You feel me? Because he's muting
Yeah.
me. Then when I leave, if I'm muted, I can't talk. Why would I fucking sit there and let a weak ass man, little man, talk crazy to me? So I leave. Then when I leave, this nigga like, oh, I cooked him. We ran him out of here. No, nigga, I can't talk. So then I come back. I start spazzing on this dumbass nigga. Then he mute me again. You know what I mean? Oh, I trapped you. This is all I need. And remember, last night when we was in that other on that other show, that troll came through calling Mike Jr. Michael Carter.
Yeah.
It was him the whole time. You feel me? And I just happened, you know what I mean? I set to get the alert. So he go live, I see the little alert. So I'm just watching, I'm chilling. He got Charles on there, right? Lolo's pop. Yeah, I just found out about them. So I'm just listening. Then he started up. Yo, you hear about Michael Williams Jr.? So Charles Senior like, nah. He like, yeah, this motherfucker, this, that. Boom. So I come in. So I'm talking to Charles. I say what up to Charles. This don't got nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So I'm trying to talk to Charles. He yelling, da, 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 da. So I said, yo, I say what I'm going to say to him. Then this motherfucker go, nah, it's all respect. Nah, nigga, it ain't respect. And then that's when the shit just went
Who
crazy.
said it ain't respect?
No, I said it ain't respect. He said it was respect. It was never H. It was never respect. Okay. Matter of fact, bro, you know what's crazy? Then the nigga, yo, I never seen a motherfucking dude lie. Yo, his whole shit was just lies, bro. It was just weird. I'm like looking at this nigga. Then I know he's nervous. I know he's shaking because you can just hear it. And then he's smoking his little weed. You know what I'm saying? And then, yo, listen, I'm a truthful man. I will break his back. That wasn't me being tough. I was just being honest with him. You feel me? That little gun he got in his mama room. You know how we get down, Scotty. You feel me? So then he sent his address. He sent his address. So
you keep going in and out.
No, I didn't say anything after that. I just said he sent his address. You know, strange things happen. You know, that's all. Sometimes niggas
send an
gotta
address
be shown.
For what?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Mike Jr.
Man,
got some.
Don't
Mike
believe
Jr.
nothing that troll does, man.
Yeah, Mike Jr. got some crazy. It might be another nigga house.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what I'm
saying. Exactly.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, strange things happen. That's all.
But see, I think they're a little bit, you know, upset at the fact.
Man. They are, man.
And, you know, Devin Haney being called out for what we know to be true. You know, he don't want to smoke with 150. You know, and they want to bring up the box rec just like we talked about. But you know, we know damn well Devin ain't fought nobody. But you know, he didn't fight nobody for the belt. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Bringing up the box rec, then you fight. Listen to what these clowns are saying. Fight this guy. Well, first of all, this guy right here, he's 2-0, dog. Who's going to pay for that fight? Let's be realistic, man. I wish
they don't know the ins and out of boxing. You're right. They don't know the ins and out, man.
Who's going to pay for that? Then he's like, yo, call out Jaron Ennis. Call out Virgil Ortiz. My brother, we're focusing on one dude. But when Devin is calling out jokers, it's cool. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They don't like when the shit's done to them. But again, man, the boxing world is small, man. You know what I mean? It's a small. I'll see H. I'll see. I
told you, don't let that nigga get you hot, because that's what he tried to do, man. And that's the only thing he gonna do. He control himself.
We getting free promotion. Everybody named Mama going to go see who Mike Jr. is. I don't give a fuck what. I don't care what video he put up or whatever, because the people, they witnessed it. He wouldn't let me speak. But you, yo, I've been warned already. Yo, you go over there, he ain't gonna let you talk, dog. You feel me? So it's all good. But that little nigga got scared when I popped up. There he goes. Oh, there he goes right there. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I'm right here. You feel me? Come on, man. You playing tough. You know what I'm saying? That old lady body built ass nigga. Come on, man.
Nigga built like a mannequin for Teletubbies, man. He got a big ass mouth, man. He disrespect fighters, but you know he has individuals that tune in to him and want to do his dirty work for him. But when it comes down to it, Devin got to fight his own fights, man. He ain't fought nobody for the belts. Nobody.
Yeah, you know.
And how can you have the other belt there at 300? How can you have the other belt? How can you have the remaining belt in the lightweight division be ranked 4th in the division? How's that work?
Because that shit is just set up. Yo, listen, at the end of the day, hey, they getting it off. But when real niggas that know boxing call it out, they can't be mad, bro. They can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck can you get mad because we want to fight you? You know how many niggas call my son out?
Yeah.
You know what we say? Nah, bro, we don't want no smoke, man. You got it. You feel me?
Because you're not gonna get anything from it, man. You know, the motherfuckers can't pay for the damn fight. They don't know what paying for the fight.
Exactly. Come on, man. Y'all, you know, Dev and his team supposed to be the new money team. Why the fuck can't we ask to fight these niggas? And then you get mad? What kind of this? The whole shit is just weird. That's why I wanted to talk to Bill. You feel me? But he's doing a good job sucking Bill's dick over there. I'm proud of him, dog. I'm proud of him. He did a good job.
All day fellatio. All day fellatio.
He's doing a good job, man. I'm proud of him. He's a good paper soldier. You know what I mean? He holding it down over there, shaking. You know what I'm saying? Smoking his weed. Cause come on, my nigga. I told him the truth, dog. I'll fuck you up in real life. In real life. He heard that, nigga. Edit that shit out. In real life.
All him and his followers do. You know, some of them, not all of them. But only thing that's gonna happen, they're gonna, you know, you have people that'll record shit that's hot on this channel, and then they'll take the clips and repost it just for views, though. You know,
that's what they do. That's what they said they was gonna do that. And I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Just get my son's name right. That's all. Because if you calling my son fucking Michael Carter, nigga, then nobody knows who you talking about. You dummy. Say the nigga name. Stupid. Because now you keep saying Michael Carter. Niggas is gonna look for a person that don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? He's corny, dog. He's corny, but see, they don't think this shit is real outside. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm not talking tough. Him, Bill, whoever, put us all in the motherfucking room. Them niggas can't whip me. This is a fact. Them niggas can't whip me. So let the fighters fight. But you ain't going, yo, I'm listening to the whole, before I even came on, I'm listening to this nigga just talking tough, dog. This shit is just, it was so corny, man. It was so corny listening to them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit's whack. That shit's whack.
Man, what we can say, man, one way or the other, if it's not 150, if they don't say anything, we know they was ducking. They don't want the smoke. and they're gonna go on about their business. It's only a matter of time before he meets somebody that he have to face, and people are gonna see for themselves, man. They just don't want 150 to be the one to give him his first loss. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that to happen.
Yo, this nigga sat and listened. Look, so you know, I guess he went on and spoke about another fighter, right? So I came on in to talk to Bob Erm. Then the nigga's like, yo, you copying off of me. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? So therefore, you sat and watched me talk. So you heard me say my son can make 135 and he fight at 140. This nigga over there, yo, how your son 147 and don't want to fight the other niggas? Man, he's so yo. But hey, they gave him the platform, man. He got followers. Another whack fake ass nigga with a voice, you know what I mean, that he can control. The mutant shit is garbage, bro. Like I hated that. That made me mad the worst. The fact that
I told you that thing. I told you, dog.
You know what I'm saying? You mute, and then I can't say nothing. And then when I leave, why you leave? So nigga, I'm supposed to let a bitch weak ass nigga talk shit to me and I just listen? And he was never going to let up because he sound like a fucking, you know how you're I don't know if you ever been in this situation. You know how your female catch you cheating and they yelling, they screaming, they keep going, and you can't get a word out. This nigga's a bitch, man. You know what I mean? I got this nice picture of him with his shirt off. That shit.
No, not the titties, dog. No.
Man, I'm gonna let you're looking like the pregnant skinny girl. I'm gonna let that nigga shoot all his shit out there. Then I'm gonna throw some shit out there. I'm gonna let him put, because you know I'm silly. You know I'm a fool too. They don't even know, but they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out.
The one thing I told you that 300 was that the YouTube shit is a whole different landscape when it comes to media. You know, there's a lot of cats on here that truly cover the sport of boxing and they commit to the call out. And then you have individuals that's just all about daily trolling. I mean, they may talk bits and pieces about boxing, but they're not truly boxing fans. They're not media. You know what I'm saying? And you got one motherfucker that's trying to boost up a guy that isn't the best in boxing, but he's trying to emulate his persona off a guy who is. Floyd Mayweather has established who he is in boxing, but you can't continue to put shit on IG and look suspect in the damn ring and have people respect you like Floyd. It's still people that don't even really show Floyd love, and he got all those cars everywhere. But he did what he's supposed to do in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? But
you got motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And my son got, to me, the greatest fighter in the world, and that's Roy Jones. You got people saying that Roy didn't fight anybody. So niggas is just never happy. So when the motherfuckers say my son hasn't fought anybody, nigga, we fucking know that. We can accept that. We don't have the money to get those opponents with the winner records. We independent. But what's your excuse? What's your excuse for your man who got the money and ain't fighting nobody? You see what I'm saying? They sound foolish, bro. And this is boxing. Niggas call each other out all the time and want to fight. But this is what's wrong with boxing. Motherfuckers don't want to fight. And when a nigga call them out, they get offended by him. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this nigga talking about, I got a little homie, Charles, he want to fight your son. My nigga, little Charles is 2-0. Mike Jr. is 14-0, bro. How we gonna do that, dog? Nigga, I told you we was broke and don't got no money. They can't afford Mike Jr. See, and I'm listening to him do all the yelling and shit. And I'm like, yo, this nigga, he's just there. He's a distraction.
That, as long as you know that. He's a distraction, man.
I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, this nigga makes no sense. And I'm listening to this nigga lie. This nigga said my son said me and Jerron Ennis is friends. Nigga, Mike Jr. don't even be talking.
So look, you go, hey, straight up, Mike. You go back 2 weeks ago, he wasn't even talking about Jerron Ennis. Any fighter that he want to pick up and support, he'd just start talking about them and saying their name over and over again.
Bro, I mean, he wasn't
even 2 or 3 weeks. He wasn't even mentioning Jerron Ennis until Jerron Ennis got a big fight. He wasn't saying nothing about Jerron. Boots wasn't even important. Now he's about to step up and have a bigger fight. Now he's going to talk about Boots.
I got this nigga, man. I got him. I could have sworn, bro, he the same nigga that my man Dominique's son was on this nigga's show.
Yeah.
And this nigga brung up Mike Jr. H did.
Yeah, he did.
H did. Nigga, you don't know who my son is, nigga, but this is before the Devin call out, but you bring up my son before all this? Oh, nigga, I got you. Just drop all your shit, because I know you watching, nigga. Smoking your little weed because you were unhealthy, nigga. Again, while you watching this, I'll break your back, nigga. For real. I'll break your back. So after you finish making all your little cool videos and promoting my son, nigga, I'm gonna release that shit, nigga. You was on my son's dick. I could have, and I think in the video, because I screen recorded because my nigga Dominic sent it. He said, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to them to get an interview. Come on, my nigga.
Yeah, they did. That was
baby.
it.
Come on, but you don't know who we are. We Michael Carter. And he's so fucking lame, dog. He came on another show and said Michael Carter. The whole time it was him, dog.
Yep.
That shit's whack. But at the end of the day, H, if you ever see me in person, nigga, I'll break your back. And you don't got more guns than me, dog. Chill out, bro. You don't train like us, nigga, like really train. Nigga, we just don't go shoot at a fucking target. Chill, bro. Chill. I'm afraid to go to that fucking address because you play so fucking much. It ain't gonna be yours.
No,
Come
man,
on,
don't even take him that serious because he's disrespectful. Hey, Mike, don't let him get you on that level, bro. We know what it's about. But
go all the way.
Look,
Scotty, go all the way to Tennessee to that address. Go live, and it be old lady or some shit. You feel
What's up, Major?
Yo, what's going on, brother? Hey, let me give you mad props, Mr. Williams. You know what I'm saying? And your son for doing what y'all do, man. Don't let this clown get up. Man, I got a history with this clown, man. Let me tell you something, man. He does this shit to everybody. You know what I mean? Like this is the way he rolls, man. He'll apologize tomorrow and say, "Come on, let me get an exclusive video," and then he'll try to set you up like 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the way he is, man. He's one of them little grimy ass rats. You know, them little cockroaches that you just stomp on when you see him. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the Bronx, New York. You know what I'm saying? That's the way we do little cockroaches like that. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, man. Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure he blocked my number and everything by now because I had his number. And he had my number. He used to. Bro,
you still got his number.
Yo, I'll hit you up with that. You want that? And I'll say that shit on live. I'll give you his. He gave the whole YouTube.
No,
you don't have to drop it on live.
Look out of here.
Get it. I want that though. Get it to Scotty. Because I mean, I'm dead. I shouldn't even be talking
just shoot it to me. Just shoot it to me.
Yeah, I got you.
I shouldn't even be talking like this. Like seriously, man. I swear to God, tomorrow I was just gonna go ahead and load up and go to that address. I'm just scared if I go to that address, dog, it's not even his, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Which one he gave you? The 221 Berry Cove in Memphis, Tennessee?
I don't know. Hold on.
That's a little cul-de-sac. That's a little cul-de-sac. Yeah, the 221 Berry Cove.
Is that
I mapped that whole shit out.
Is that his house?
According to everybody else, it is. So I'm just saying, he think he's tough though. You know what
Milo
I'm saying?
said that it was an attorney's address.
Yeah, but he was just joking though. He was just joking. Like I've been dealing with H for a minute. You can't memorize some random number like that. He's been saying that for like a year. You know what I mean? 221 Berry Cove. You know what I'm saying? I got that shit memorized for so many arguments I've been with him. But anyway, man. Yo, Scotty, I hit you up with the number. You give it to my man right there. I'm about to show my girl, but I just wanted to give the dude props and let him know that, hey, he ain't the first one in this fucking rodeo, bro. Yeah, what's up, brother?
Hey, bro. Hey, can y'all hear me? Hey, look, so I went back because I screenshotted it, dog. I screenshotted it because I swear to God on my mom that passed away, we was going to load up. Just and play his game and go live and do the whole shit there, nigga. I'm here and all that. But the address he gave me is 721.
Oh, you know what? It might be 721. You know what I'm saying? It's 221, 721, but it's Berry Cove though, right?
Yep.
If you look it up on Google Maps, it's gonna be a little cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
If it's a cul-de-sac, I'll look that shit up.
Y'all don't take that nigga serious to give you the right address. I'll tell you that right now. Come on.
I don't know, but
I could look at my screenshots.
Yeah, I don't listen. Here's the whole point now, because the niggas gonna watch this. So I'm not gonna drive out there today, tomorrow. I don't know when. All I got, listen, is this boxing world is small, and then you just sit and wait. That's all. You sit and wait. You sit and wait. Because sometimes you gotta show niggas that be playing on the internet. You feel me? The nigga, listen, the nigga was shaking, my nigga. He was shaking. I will break his back, man. For real. For real. But it's cool. I'll wait.
Shadow boxing for you?
Huh?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Did he do the little shadow boxing for you? I was saying, did he do the little the shadow boxing for you?
Hell no. He didn't do no
short arms. Oh, no, he got like little short arms. They only reach his titties. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the big stomach, full of that Haney cum. Yeah.
that Haney sauce. That's what you call it, the Haney sauce. He be up there. He goddamn consuming that Haney sauce every day.
Yeah, he playing with somebody that's for real, man. Boxing is boxing, but that tough guy shit, you gotta chill, dog. You gotta chill, because you just never know who you talking to. You feel me?
Yeah. Sad part is he's 30 years old, man. He don't even act like that, bro, because we grown men. You know what I'm saying? And he don't even act like that. You know what I mean? Like, he don't act like his age. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you're right, bro.
Acting like a dirty ass 20-year-old that don't know how to fucking wash his own drawers. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, bro, listen, man, I'm about to pull back, and I'm gonna sit in the chat because I'm chilling with my chick. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to give you props. You know what I'm saying, for coming up here. And I seen you was on Punch the other day too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, I vibe with Punch. I vibe with World Combat all day long. You know what I'm saying? I always come through the show, support to my man Scotty. So I'm glad I'm seeing you more visible, so I can understand a little bit more about your son and all that, and what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey man, we appreciate you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Cause we didn't fuck with the whole YouTube thing. You know what I mean? Mike Jr. got a little buzz on Instagram, and we do the little Facebook thing just to promote him. But this right here is cool too. But that nigga right there, that nigga H, is cool. He gonna learn that the boxing world. I guess he don't see. Here's the thing. Before you go with your lady, man. I'm taking he don't travel around in his boxing shit. So I'm guessing he thinking when he do roll, he gonna be with Devin and them. But by God, my nigga, you better not ever go nowhere.
300. Devin don't fuck with him like that. Devin don't fuck with that dude.
Yeah.
Like
For real. He's a liar, bro. Like you just said. He's a liar, bro. Nobody believes him, bro.
I watched him live. I watched this nigga live. Like,
you need more people. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody believes that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, bro, enjoy your weekend, my bro.
You as well, brother. No, I appreciate you, World Combat, having me on again, Scotty. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to give a salute to the man, because I've been watching him. You are doing the right thing, promoting your son, because YouTube is kind of like the way to go right now. You know what I mean? Like you see all these other YouTubers coming up and all that. It's the way you approach it, though. You know what I'm saying? But then you're gonna run into people like H Money, but don't let that like take you sideways and think that that YouTube is not the way. It's the right way. It's just who you fuck with in YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. I like YouTube, but H, I know you watch.
Yeah, I know. He's a sour in your mouth when you even say it. Right?
I'll break your back, nigga.
All right, brothers. Peace.
I appreciate you, Major Key.
No doubt.
Yeah, the nigga's a straight up cornball, man. He's a cornball.
So, were you able to get anywhere on Punch Channel the other day? Were y'all able to discuss anything? Did they show you love over there? Do you actually think the Team Haney will step up? Because at the end of the day, 300, you have more important shit on the radar. This is the biggest call out, but yet we pretty much understand that he ain't willing to step up to the plate, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to give y'all the shot.
They not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was on to something.
That quack language, that quack language. You know what I'm saying?
That hurt. He brung that up too. I know that shit hurt, nigga. I said, tell Bill what's quacking. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So you know it's all good, dog. You know they if they don't take it, man, it's fine, dog. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they will fight. So it's cool. We gonna keep doing what we doing, but this shit will always be remembered, dog. Seriously. My biggest thing I want to know is when Devin was responding to my son on Instagram, what happened? Why did he take this shit down? Who said something to him?
For real.
I mean, my nigga went and started running. He trained like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, what happened, man? You know what I'm saying? And
shout out, Lion Killer. How you feel, man? Appreciate you. He said, showing love to my good friend, World Combat Sports. I appreciate you, bro.
Lion Killer.
Yeah, that nigga went running, man. Look, it's some soft ass niggas that's goddamn champions.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing, man. It don't even gotta be all this. You know what I'm saying? Bill could have easily hit me up Bill could have hit me up and said, yeah, we'll make it happen, or Bill could have said, come on, dog. Like, yo, y'all keep winning. And we see what the future holds. I would never disrespect Bill unless he disrespects me. You know what I'm saying? The little side shit be jokes. You feel me? Now, if them niggas get crazy, we get crazy too. But then you got niggas like that faggot H. You know what I'm saying? He playing. Because at the end of the day,
but the more you talk about that nigga, the happy he get that 300.
Yeah, bro. His little
serious. That's the happy he get. Yeah. And I mean, he a little hole like that, man. You gotta take him for what he's worth. He's a little hole like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I seen
a lot of fuckers.
The more you talk about him, the happier he get. That nigga go jerk off. He got damn call Haney on the phone and be jerking off at the same time. I mean, that's what he do, man.
Yeah, well, they celebrating us over on his channel, nigga. I think they going 2 hours straight of talking about my son. So mission accomplished over there.
Mission accomplished. That's what I'm talking about. Mission accomplished with that shit.
You know what I mean? They talking about doing. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do a video." I'm sitting like, "Yeah, nigga, do it." You know what I mean? Do the video, nigga.
Do a video. You don't do videos on everybody. Do a video.
Hey, nigga, put it out there. He said, y'all clout chasing. I'm gonna give you all the publicity you want. I'm like, all right, good, nigga. Thank you, nigga. Thank you. I would put all that shit out there, whether it's negative or positive. Nigga. Thank you. Because it's a motherfucker that's on your side that didn't know who Mike is that do now. I appreciate you, my brother. But
I just put it like,
I would still break your back, nigga, because I know you watching.
Why couldn't this little hoe ass nigga, right, just respect the fact when he had DeAndre on there and they was busy up there, oh, you know, Michael Williams, and they know damn well who they are, but all of a sudden they don't know who you are. They trying to say, okay, go fight a fighter who not even 5-0 yet. The boxing world, man, you got to call out anybody who's going to give you the next step up, and we want Devin Haney. But like I told him early, 300, we don't need the belt. We get the name. We'll get the name. Just give us the name.
They don't want to. I love that idea. You know what I'm saying? You can have your belts. You know what I'm saying? We'll go order and buy us some too. You know what I mean? But nah, man, they're not interested in that, man. And Bill's smart. Bill's not going to come out of his mouth physically and say, nah, we don't want that, because he knows how ignorant, you know what I mean, niggas get. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is all clowns. So you can't say certain things.
Shit, he get ignorant too, man.
Please. Of course, but at the end of the day, that nigga's a businessman. Bill gets, Bill's, hey bro, listen, Bill's an entertainer, dog, at this point. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing shit but doing the same thing I'm doing, keeping my son's name out there. Scotty, we know that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, where I get a little upset is, nigga, a fight's a fight.
Yeah.
A fight's a fight. Michael Williams Jr. versus Devin Haney is a good ass fight, dog. That's a real good fight.
It is, man.
I mean? That's a good one for the fans, bro.
It's a good one for the fans, but you know, he got to go to IG and talk about spending money like he can stop working. You can't stop working today. You can't stop boxing today and live forever on what you got. So stop faking, stop pump faking to the crowd like you Floyd Mayweather. You cannot stop boxing today and live off what you done made. You can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I wish we had a little bit of money we got, but no, they're not. Of course, they're not like that, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not like that. You feel me?
Man, when it comes down to it, you know, he'll never be able to fight. Devin is not going to invite him to the table to break bread with him. They ain't going to do none of that shit. They just going to keep on pimping him out.
I don't blame them niggas because that nigga going to get somebody killed. For real. Yeah, he going to get that nigga going to get somebody killed. And he done pissed off so many people, you ain't going to even know where it came from. That's the sad part about it. You feel me? Because you sitting in your apartment, nigga, talking crazy and don't know who you talking to.
Let him continue to go, man. Our main interest at 3 is Devin Haney, man. See if he's gonna step up to the plate. You know, step in here and get this work. That's the main objective right there, man. Devin Haney.
Yeah.
They want to divert the attention off Devin Haney to somewhere else.
Oh no. Oh my God, you're right. Because that's all he said. He brung up this nigga brung up 8 other boxers. He brung up some niggas who just came out of the amateurs. He started bringing up niggas that just box for fun. I'm like, come on, what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You know what I mean?
Everybody else, Devin can beat this. Devin can beat that. You know, all that. This nigga haven't fought nothing. They know. He knows. He want to put them off on another weight division.
That's true, dog. That is true. What you
everybody
saying,
else?
Dog.
Oh, okay. Devin will fuck them up. Devin will do this. Come on, man.
Yeah. They didn't say that. You right. They don't want none of this 6'1" boy 1 to 150, baby. You know what I mean?
For real, man. Keep it boxing, man. Let's go. Stop bringing up sparring, all this other shit, man. Jump on here and like you did Gary Russell. Y'all was all about trying to fight Gary Russell. And I fuck with Russell, you know what I'm saying? But they was all about trying to carry him for a whole month. And would have got fucked up by Gary Russell, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to give Williams Jr. because they know they got problems. Look, H sat up there and talk about Nakatani, how he did Teofimo in the first couple of rounds. But 150 is taller than Nakatani with longer range. So he definitely don't want to say that Devin to fuck 150 up. They know better, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. We're gonna keep working, man. We ain't going we ain't going nowhere. But H, I know you watching, nigga. And I'll break your back, nigga. I'll break your back. For real, nigga. Ain't no homo shit, none of that, nigga. I'll break your back. Seriously, nigga.
Yeah. Man, this nigga, you give him too much attention, dog.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, he's over there right now screaming like a bitch and screaming my son's name. So, because I know he's gonna go back and watch this, dog. You feel me? So when he does, it's gonna fuck him up that we got that motherfucking video. Just what 2-3 weeks ago? No, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, how he was saying Michael Williams Jr. out of North Carolina. Yeah.
They know who he is. They know who he is. Then he want to get on here and pump fake like
funny as hell. Yeah, I got the video.
They try to get an interview to him. I want to interview with him. Now all of a sudden we call Devin Haney out. Yeah, they want an interview with him. Now we call Devin Haney out. Oh no.
But look, this is what I'm gonna do though. Hey, this is what I'm gonna do though, Scotty. So I'm gonna wait to see what these goofy niggas drop, and then all these new niggas that I met, I'm just gonna pass the video off to all them niggas and let them know what he was saying, and them niggas will share it. So I like this shit too, bro. I like it, but I don't want it to lose focus of what the mission is, nigga. And the mission was and is for Mike Jr. to fight fucking Devin Haney and get the fans a good ass fight, you goofy ass nigga. And you interfering with something that could be good, you goofy ass nigga. You taking it personal. Ain't nothing personal. Both of them niggas is boxing, nigga. I already told everybody why the fuck we doing it. I told everybody why the fuck my son's record isn't as good as other niggas' record, nigga, because we don't have the money. We don't have the money to get those kind of fights. Nigga, I put it out there, you goofy bitch. But you don't know fucking boxing. You don't know boxing, nigga. You talking about a nigga record. Nigga, you don't got no fucking fighters. Worry about yourself before you get your fucking back broke, nigga.
I tried to warn you there, 3. The YouTube is a whole different landscape, dog.
That shit corny. The mutant shit is whack. Because when I went over there to that trash ass shit, because he didn't think I was fucking listening, corny ass nigga. Nigga, you the whole interview could have been real cool if you knew how to interview a nigga, you faggot. You know what I'm saying? But he fucking talking stupid. You know what I'm saying? This shit is simple, easy. I would have told him, I would have explained to the nigga why we wanted to fight and that it would have been a good fight. And any questions he would have asked, I would have gave it to him. You feel me?
What's up, that line killer? How you feel, man? Michael Williams Sr. on deck.
Hey, how you doing? What's up, bro?
What up, bro? How you?
I'm 41 and I'm feeling it today.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Oh, my birthday was last month, man. Just, you know.
The nigga
one of those days just feeling your age.
He just feeling it.
Yeah, just feeling it,
brother.
Man.
We still alive though, dog. You know what I'm saying? Good,
Yeah.
good. I don't know if you went over there and checked out that weak ass shit that this nigga is talking about.
I don't get engaged in any of that stuff, man. I keep it boxing, man. I don't have time for I grew up boxing, so it's a little different for me.
Yeah.
You know, what we have been in YouTube, you know, I was trying to explain them because they are branching out over the YouTube, but I told them it was a landscape that's just full of idiots, man. It's a lot of idiots over here, bro. Like, there's a lot of shit that pops off on YouTube now.
Well, it's a lot of people compensating for the fact they weren't athletes and they weren't what they supposed to be. So, you know, they're not the guy at work. Man, it's easy psychology, you know. So when I see it on my platform, I just zap it, man. I just don't have time for it. Nate liked to engage in it.
Oh yeah, Nate
is mad niggerish.
You know Nate Campbell right there, 300.
Yeah, we know. I ain't even reach out to Nate. You know, Nate, our family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nate don't even know I be coming on this shit because Nate been trying to get me to come on because he wanted to promote Mike Jr. shoes. Like I said, I just was like, when I heard about the YouTube shit, I was like, man, we're not coming over here on the YouTube shit. And then when I do, I run straight into this fucking motherfucker.
Man, you didn't have to click the link, dog. I told you about that ignorant ass.
Man. No, I did have to click it.
I know how you go, man.
I'm watching lies. He talking to Charles, the kid dad, you know, Charles Jr. is Pop. Hey, you know Michael Williams Jr.? And he's like, nah, yeah, me neither. Yes, you do, nigga. Fuck you. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? But like my man Lion King said, yo, this shit right here was just boxing. Why can't Devin and Mike Jr. fight? And then when you tell me they can't and I give you reasons why, it should be nothing wrong with that. Those niggas is taking this shit personal. You feel me? That's some cornball shit.
See, our main purpose was, you know, we called out Devin Haney. You know, his son want to step in there with Devin Haney. They have a history together, and he can beat Devin Haney, man. You know, it's a lot of fans who have digressed from supporting Devin Haney off his last bout because he said he was going to finish Yuriorkis Gamboa unlike anybody else did. But he went in there and went the distance. He went basic. He was basic. And then he get up here saying, I was trying to prove I can pitch a shutout. That's bullshit, dog.
Yeah. But they don't want you to talk about that, dog.
You did what you could only do. That's it.
Yeah.
But you know, it comes down, fellas, to a matter of just being truthful, right? All right, look, man. Everybody know my son is cool and quiet, right? So me as his father, if I'm talking shit and I'm saying this, I'm saying that about a fight, right? And we don't perform as advertised, we meant about our shit. Yo, we couldn't get it done, but we got the win. Everybody ain't built like that, dog. They'll never come out and say no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
niggas can throw money up in your face.
It's not advantageous for them these days. You know, essentially, you have more success on social media than you do having fights. Guys don't fight like they used to. They don't fight frequently. You know, one of the things that me and Nate say on a podcast, you know, all the time is just a different animal. You know, Nate will talk about, you know, he had 11 fights in 1 year. We don't see that anymore. We don't see that tenacity, you know, from individuals. And it's really a shame, because I just think that overall the world is just softer. I came up in a different world than what I'm seeing now, and the environment's not good. And you know, it is what it is. I think people need to start doing what they used to do back in the day. They need to pull up on people, slap the shit out of them, and make the fights happen. I miss that, because that's what used to happen. I was telling people on a live show, I was telling people about Larry Holmes, how Larry Holmes drop kicked what's his name, Trevor Burbick. Yeah, jumped off a Cadillac and drop kicked
white one.
Yeah, but it was real. You challenging me, there's no media to fuck with. We're gonna make this happen. You know, if people start showing up, start getting back into the game of boxing instead of the business, we'll have a sport again. This sport is not what it once was, and I feel like it's an endangered species. I honestly do. Let me change.
Hey, brother, you absolutely right, man. It's mainly because nobody want to fight each other, dog.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah, they want to stop for the gram, man, instead of accept the big fights. That's what they want to do, man. Take it to Instagram, take it to Facebook and YouTube.
People, he's not a big enough draw. Well, is he the next best guy? That's the whole point for me.
Well, you know, Devin Haney has the other belt, and he's ranked 4th in the lightweight division. So that's how much respect they got for him.
Well, I don't really follow the Haney kid too much. I see potential, but he needs different coaching.
No, let his dad stay there. No,
I'm just telling you just on an outside observer assessment, not because I don't have that much interest from what I see. You know, and Mr. Williams, I hadn't seen your son fight, so I can't say anything to the contrary. So
check him out, man, to the best you can.
Yeah, I'm more 47 and up. I've always been that guy. You know, Nate will inform me of what's going on when he knows somebody, or you know, people that support the platform let me know. I don't watch everybody, but if he's coming up and he got talent, apparently he's talented enough to be in people's mouths. So I definitely got to check him out.
Your partner is the best one. When you see Nate or you talk to Nate, he knows my son very well. Like, yo, what's up with the kid Mike Jr.? And me and you know Nate. Nate gonna be.
I call a black ass nigga right now. See what he doing.
Yeah.
Right
shit. Hey, matter of fact, tell Nate to come on, man.
He in Miami, so I don't know if he got a good connection. That's the running joke, is his bad internet. So let me see.
Yeah, Mitch. 11 fights in 1 year is too much. Respect to the OGs, but the sport is boxing has evolved. I agree, man, because back then those guys who was fighting 11 fights, a lot of them were soft touches. You know what I'm saying?
I'm mute. Hold on.
A lot of them were soft touches, Mitch. Soft touches. But yeah, you're right, man. Shit has changed. But man, this is Team Michael Williams Jr. Check it out, y'all. In order for you to get people's attention on here in this day and time, you got to call them out. Period. You got to call their ass out. Period.
We got their attention. We got the attention.
Yeah. He out doing something. So he said text him. So
hey, he's somewhere talking.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of noise behind him too. So we probably couldn't put him on anyway. So sound like you out partying. Triple G. Which, I mean, that's not a fight
locally.
No.
Not locally. Yeah, that's shit.
Florida. I don't know. He didn't tell me. He was there for something else though. So it didn't sound like a fight. It sounded like it was on TV. So yeah, people are different these days, fellas. We've kind of made it past a certain threshold, and Scotty knows my journey with this whole thing, and it's really about if I pull up on you, I hope you back up that shit you talking. That's really what it boils down to. So I don't worry about guys on computer screens. I don't worry about keyboard Rambos. I don't worry about any of that. Scotty don't. It is what it is,
Of course.
For three. But Mike, he a different type of cat, dog.
No,
he shows attention to that motherfucker, dog.
No.
So what happened? Enlighten me. What happened so I can catch up?
It's just basically
simple.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Now I'm just gonna say, man, we called out Devin Haney, man. His son really want to fight. Everybody want to fight Team Williams. I think it's a reasonable call out because you just think about, Abdullayev was 11-0. Devin Haney just defeated. Alfredo Santiago was 12-0. And then he fought Gamboa, who just came off a knockout to Gervonta. So we like, man, he want that smoke. Plus they sparred back in the day. So we called him out and it ballooned from there. Time the call out happened. People start this shit filtered through social media. And of course, it runs into the corners, the grimy corners of the sewer system. And that's where you get H at. He basically, I tried to tell 300, okay, this is this and this. So he came in Fred Barbershop Conversations. Bob Aaron was on there. He spoke to him. And then I don't know what happened when he got off the phone, but he ended up hearing H Money, sit up there talking shit as always. And so he hopped on the channel and he wouldn't let him speak. As always, you know what I'm saying? That's what he does.
Yo, just straight up talking about my son, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
And then when I come on there, then nigga, you get excited. Cause it's how you catch a nigga stealing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't thinking I was listening to him. And then he of course they got my man Charles. I don't even know Charles, but his son box. His son's pretty good. So I'm talking to Charles. I'm like, yo, I'm trying not to be disrespectful. That's what I'm trying not to be. You know what I'm saying? He got a guest in there already. He bring me on. This nigga's shaking. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted me to fuss and fight with Charles because from listening to him, Charles' son hopped on Mike's Instagram and said, "Fight me before you fight Devin Haney." But Charles' son is only 2-0.
Said that?
Wow.
How
bro,
you know
that's
his
what
son? You gotta be careful about that because this nigga look 300. This nigga be creating fake accounts, man. It's not necessarily low.
You're right. I don't know who the fuck it was, but they was all agreeing.
They'll laugh at your ass. They'll create a fake account under somebody else's name just to build up tension between somebody that has nothing to do with it. That's what he does, man.
In the chat.
Okay, so
in the chat, somebody said 11 fights in 1 year is too much. Respect to the OGs, but the sport of boxing has evolved. So my question is, how has it evolved? How has it evolved? Because I see a de-evolution, not an evolution. You can fight less, but people fight way too less.
I mean, I agree with you on that when it comes to the frequency.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I agree with you on that. But also the money has changed, and we've seen that during the pandemic. Boxing didn't have an alternative. Boxing was in the water, dog.
Yeah, well, that's the nature of boxing. Boxing has always been a cowboy sport. So at the end of the day, it's the trust between you and the promoter. Now it's the network that's calling the shots. And so they got to make their money somewhere, and them making their money, they're using those promoters as intermediaries, and they kind of screwing the pooch. You know, I have seen it all the time. People tell me so much about this sport that is wrong, but it seems like nobody's trying to really change it. You know.
Okay, now let me ask you something real quick, bro, because you saying some good shit, but it sounds like you're talking about guys that's already signed. You know what I mean? They dealing with big promoters. What about fighters like my son? We a whole independent team, so we have to go off
a tougher road.
Man, tell them again.
You got a way tougher road.
And I'm glad. And again, I find myself. I wanted to tell that fuck nigga H. No, you screaming that my son hasn't fought anybody, and I'm like, dude, listen. If you take your fucking friend Devin and you look at his record, Michael Williams Jr. would beat all them same motherfuckers. All right, but here's the difference. We don't have the money to get those quality of fighters. So when you independent, we got to scrape up and fight these motherfuckers who are not as competitive just to stay active and keep moving. That's the side of boxing a lot of people don't know.
Mm-hmm. Also, the political part of it is very, very pertinent in the situation. You have you have so many people whispering, so many people pulling strings. People have fights scheduled years out now, and some of these fighters are alluding to it, but people don't really believe it. But I've likened boxing to the WWF, and people laugh at it, but I'm being dead serious. It is going
there.
Yeah, it's scripted. There's fights that happen that you already know who the winner is unless something crazy happens.
So you agree it's a difference between fix and taking a dive, right? Because I always tell people all the time the difference.
Taking a dive, I mean, you got paid. That's not necessarily a fix. A fix is something that's been premeditated, planned out, strategized. And I mean, look at tonight. Triple G versus a guy from Poland, 21-0, 5 knockouts with no high level experience. Is that not a script?
I've been saying that, dog.
You know,
but look, at the same time, dog, I get it though, because it's always been like that, though, man. Mm-hmm. It really has. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even your journeyman historically, you know, I'm assuming you're the same age as me and Scotty, same gap.
Yeah. 45. Yeah.
Yeah. So
let's not remind ourselves.
Well, I'm not talking about the mind. I'm just talking about the experience and what we've seen in life. What we've seen, we used to see even a journeyman could whoop your ass. Yeah, when we were growing up, you couldn't sleep on anybody. Yeah. You couldn't sleep on anybody. Today you can sleep on everybody. Yeah, because everything is planned out so methodically. I see Ken Meach says sports and science have evolved. We now know that fighting isn't often healthy. Fighting often isn't healthy. Gruesome training camp. Yeah, I understand that part, but Sugar Ray Robinson them generally didn't have training camps. They just fought a lot. People from that generation they just fought consistently. Now it depends on the person. Jake LaMotta lived to almost 100, and he didn't have any long-term brain effects from the type of beatings that he dished out and took. So it's all about how you flow and how you're built. So I could get into the science part of it all day, every day. But at the end of the day, we have to kill the boxing script. The script is the problem. Guys have a 5-year plan for their career in boxing. How do you have a 5-year plan? You don't know who's going to win what's going to happen.
I think it's less than that.
Well, I'm looking down the line. You know, how long has the welterweight division taken to come together? 4 years? Think about 2016. Mm-hmm. It's been 4 solid. And we still don't have a resolution at welterweight. None of these guys that we talk about that are supposed to be facing each other have faced each other. It's playing.
Nah, you're right. Yeah, so, bro. It's crazy, man.
But that's
what we're trying to get the wake up but this division.
And I'm no conspiracy theorist.
But they'll fucking promote and approve YouTube niggas all day. Conor McGregor versus Mayweather. Dog, this is the shit. But then the motherfuckers will frown upon my son being 14-0, right? But haven't fought anybody, not ranked, but we can't fight Devin. And you know the crazy part about it? That would be a good ass fight. That's the fucked up thing about it. The fans will enjoy that.
You know what's crazy? When I look at the platform that the Haneys are on, it may not even be around in a year, the way it's going. So the opportunity might be there.
Why you say that? What's up with that? Why you say that?
You don't operate the way that thing is operating and make it. I have a business.
Yeah, I have heard you say that before. You know, I mean,
and everything I was saying been on point, has it not?
Yeah, and it's gonna crash and burn because they just basically there to use him temporarily. He's not really an intricate, prominent role. He's just a mouthpiece for the brand, and you know they're not attaching him to like I said. He's not going to the mansion. He ain't. Devin really don't fuck with him like that. He knows.
Well, think about this, Michael. Look at it this way. The Zone lost their biggest property in Canelo, technically on contract. He was trying to break free of Golden Boy. Golden Boy got the DAZN deal because of Canelo. Now, Golden Boy doesn't have that star. They have potential stars in Virgil Ortiz and Ryan Garcia. The Ryan Garcia relationship don't work. That's obvious. Virgil Ortiz is their only key to at least keeping that deal. And that's going to take some time. That time they don't have. And to prove my point is their marketing. The Zone's marketing. I'm getting emails 2 days before fights instead of months or every other day or every week. I used to own nightclubs. I know how to promote because I had promoters go out there. I know the methodology. Promoting is the same across any industry. It has to be methodical. It has to be consistent. It has to be religious to a point. And when you just you shoot an email blast 2 days before the fight, that doesn't generate buzz. Buzz is built. It's like a snowball. So their business model is jacked up as far as promotion. Then you think about the Tyson Jones fight. We had Roy Jones on a couple of weeks ago. Well, actually had him 3 days on after the fight with Mike Tyson. And the one thing I said to Roy, man, that production was ridiculous. You had a movie producer founded the company. Yeah, that's why the fight looked so good. Yeah, the entertainment was so good.
Man, that whole show was good. I watched it because y'all was having trouble getting Roy on, and Mike Jr. was like, "I'm a call coach." Yeah, I watched that podcast with you guys, and I agree with you, bro. That shit was amazing to me. Triller came in the game.
And shot everybody in the face.
Yeah, point blank range, bro.
He shot everybody in the face.
Top players now, dog. Top players.
Hey, came in there like
Scotty,
Julius St. Jocks.
Yeah, how can we get on Triller? God damn it. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? That's how they came in, man. Yeah.
And then
how can we get on the undercard? We get on the undercard. God damn.
Then did 1.6. And nobody's done 1 million PPV since McGregor Mayweather. Period. Nobody has. On top of that, when you got something like Triller that can come in and shoot everything DAZN's ever done in one shot, that's a bad business model itself. It shows that they don't know what they're doing. And you can't have, in America, you can't showcase 18 fights on a card. You can't. They don't understand them.
Okay. On the regional level, they do it, but
on the regional level is one thing, but on network level, you can't.
Yeah, they got to pay for time. Yeah.
Well, not only pay for time, you have to keep the attention of the audience.
Yeah.
But both those fights aren't televised, though. You know what I'm saying? They can have 18 fights. They start early, and then they only televise maybe 5 or 6 of them.
It's enough of them televised to put you to sleep, though.
Yeah.
And then the gap in between time, it's shit they don't have together. But most importantly, it's a great idea with bad execution. Triller went in there, took their idea and hit it out the park one time. And if they can do it like that one time, anybody else can come in. This Mayweather YouTuber guy that's coming in. That's another app or another platform that's coming in. Let's see what they do. If they do better than DAZN, I'm telling you, I don't think DAZN is going to be around in a year, max 24 months. It just doesn't make. It can't be making bread.
Well, you know, they're basically charging $70 for the Canelo fight, right? Versus Callum Smith.
Right. So why change your business model?
But you can just get the app. You can just get the app because they're trying something new. They don't have a PPV structure right now. So they're trying something new when you can just get the app for $20. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why they're trying something new is because their business model's fucked. And when you change your business model, when you suddenly change your business model and make an exception, that means you don't have any trust in what you do. That means that you don't have subscriber retention. And I've always said they don't have subscriber retention. You can tell because they're budgeting, they're marketing, it all ties together. They can't market till 2 days out. Everything else is kind of word of mouth. They'll jump on a YouTube channel. YouTube don't cost nothing. So all the ways that they're marketing are grassroots. If you were big budget, you'd be on television advertising DAZN. I haven't seen the DAZN commercial for Canelo Callum Smith. I haven't seen it. And on top of that, the fight is a classic Canelo setup. It's a 4-week turnaround. We were talking about him and Caleb Plant a month ago. Were we not?
Correct.
So what I'm telling you, man, when you see smoke, there's a goddamn forest fire. That's all.
See, they was trying to insinuate that, you know, Caleb Plant. I knew Caleb Plant from Nashville when David Benavidez attempted to shoot him the contract in short notice. He wasn't going to do it. David don't do that shit. You know, like if he doesn't have ample amount of time, he's not going to go in there just because it's an opportunity. And then, like you said, they switched over to Callum Smith, and then he was able to get the fight. But I don't think he's in the best shape. You got to prepare for Canelo Alvarez. I don't think Callum Smith is properly prepared. It's just a short turnaround, man.
Now, CJ said that Callum Smith had been training since June, but then you run into the overtraining.
Training for who?
Well, like I said, it could be the script, or it could just be what it was. He just be generally training. I mean, I don't know. And Michael and Scotty, you know, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm just telling you what I see. I don't buy into that type of shit.
It makes sense, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But you and your son being independents, man, I just can imagine the fuckery that goes on a daily basis.
Brother, the shit is expensive, dog. Yeah. Those nobodies that these motherfuckers, those 14 nobodies, motherfuckers is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just to stay active, man. You
got to think about the licensing, all the shit that goes into making a boxing match that people don't really talk about. I know what you're talking about.
So it's a lot, man. But look, man, let me shoot back to what's it, Triller.
Yeah.
Hey H, maybe they'll let me and you fight so I can break your back. Cause I know you watch it.
Man, Roy let y'all fight on Triller, goddammit.
Shit, nigga. Our shit's gonna be for real, nigga.
Hey, the fight on Triller. The fight on Triller, you still got a weight class. You got to be in a weight class. Shit. Yeah. They don't have no absolute class like BJJ.
He a little dude, man. I just need him to promote my son, man. I'm gonna see what he gonna drop since he want to protect the Haney so much. You know what I'm saying? Like my man King right here. Yo, this is boxing, and you got a punk that's jumping in it. You know, this guy is so ignorant, dude. Yeah, I thought they really had a dude over there that was really on some boxing and shit. Dog, y'all seen him, man. Y'all seen him.
Hey, but don't let him get you too tight, man. Man, your son has a huge future, and you know we confident in what he'll do.
Absolutely.
You know the Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? But people know Devin Haney so far as not responded because he's not sure that's something he want to do. And when it comes down to him mentioning certain people, you know, we know how it is with sparring. They real touchy on sparring certain people. That's fact. They real touchy. They just don't spar everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They spar the right people so they can look good. And y'all will get the fight, man. If they really want to fight, y'all will get the fight. But you know, don't lose no sleep over it.
Oh, absolutely not. You know what I mean? They not. Hey, bro. At the end of the day, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I'm looking for you, sir.
They ain't. Yeah. What
you know one
on?
thing, their Lion Killer, you gotta see him fight in person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I tell people, if you're not going to amateur fights, if you're not going to the regional level and looking at some of these guys fight and you wait till they go on TV, you can't really appreciate the full, full appreciation, the full value of what they can do in the ring. And you got to see this. You got to see Michael Williams Jr., his range and how quick he is. You know what he's learned from Roy. You know his countering ability, his defense. I mean, you got to see the whole package, man. See it in person.
Dude, you get to be more mobile than me. You know what I be doing.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Killer.
I'm just generalizing there. Killer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this and I'm out because y'all be on this shit for a long time. At the end of the day, my son will blow Haney the fuck out. That's just real, bro. That's it.
What's going on, D. Jefferson?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking at him tonight before I lay it down and see. And perhaps me and Nate will have you guys reach out, have you guys on the platform, man, and chop it up. You know, we keep. Oh yeah,
Nate been trying to get me on there, man. I was just caught up in, doing other stuff, man, for the team. But Nate was like, "Yo, come on our show. I want to talk about, my son has his own boxing shoe. Do matchbout.co." And Nate was like, "Bring him on, come on." And I'm coming now, goddammit.
Yeah, we just men. We just keep it man, and there ain't none of it. We don't do any of that shit, man. I just don't get involved in that. I'm out on that type of shit. We just keep it real. And if you're a fanboys ain't allowed on my shit. We shoot them.
It's best to be truthful, bro. But look, man, love y'all, man. I'm gone, man.
All right, peace.
All right. Take it easy. I hit you up.
My boy Scotty, man, it's been a while, bro.
Yeah, it's been a good while. It's not like you ain't pulled up. I don't see you in the live chat, man, but it's good to see you drop by, man. And
just been enamored,
I do tune in to you and Nate's podcast. Good shit, man. Those of you that's tuned in, make sure you check them out, man. Good collabo, man. Because Nate, you the sensible,
who thought I'd be sensible?
You're the sensible one, but Nate a chew a motherfucker up and spit him out though.
Yeah, Nate is what they call an executioner.
Yeah, man, he a mercenary if it come down to
it. He don't mind getting nasty.
Yeah, it's good. It's good though, man. Y'all link up and collabo real good, man, over there in that on your channel, man. Real talk. And just to think, I remember when you was just suggesting to this shit, dog. When you was got there putting all that shit together, man, that shit seemed like a pastime now. I mean, how many shows y'all on now, man? I see you put the date out there. You think I don't be paying attention, but I do.
I don't know. I don't keep counting that shit, honestly. It's like 200 or something, probably. So,
I mean, you and him though. I don't think
me
you and him.
I don't know. I have no.
Okay.
It's got to be well over 100 though. It has to be well over 100.
That you and him has done already?
Yeah, because we've had time where we were doing 2-a-days.
Okay, god damn.
We were doing 2-a-days, and we'll probably get back to. We actually supposed to be doing 2-a-days again. So I've been holding it down in the morning. He's training. He was doing some consulting for a fighter in Philadelphia. I don't even know if I can say his name or not. So that's why I ain't gonna say his name.
I got you.
But up and coming pro, undefeated, that he was showing how to properly punch. to get some more mustard on that punch because Nate is known for that. So yeah, I just just always trying to come up with something different every day. I don't like talking about the same shit over and over. It bores me.
Yeah. I got you.
So this morning we were talking about boxing media and how mainstream boxing media is dishonest, completely and utterly dishonest. And I use my examples. So it's up to us who are truly boxing purists that want what's better for the sport to shepherd it in the right direction. So
what you mean shepherd in the right direction when a lot of people, okay, how are you going to shepherd in the right direction when the audience itself is divided?
Yeah. Number one, don't focus on the audience that's divided. Number one, your audience is going to be your audience. So people that gravitate to what you're saying, Keisha, Mr. 21 Strong, these are people, D Hodges, that are constantly in our chat room. That's how you do it. You pull people away with what you have to say and what you can show and how you can explain it. And I'm a big believer in go see for yourself. Don't take my word for it. That gets people involved in it. So that's kind of my approach. If you going off the word of other people, I don't give you much credit. I just don't.
Yeah.
So find out for yourself.
When you say other people, you talking about the sources or you talking about other people collectively on social
people
media?
Who don't really know anything, but they're creating narratives. I'm against narrative-based bullshit.
Okay. I got you.
I'm just really out on that type of stuff. Because it doesn't serve any purpose other than to line the pockets of people or grow whatever they're trying to grow or whatever goals they have. Being straightforward in the sport or being straightforward on these type of platforms is actually detrimental for me and Nate. It is, you can't, keeping it real is not good. It's not popular. They got to have some zing to it.
I agree. I mean, when you try to be honest, this is not the place to be honest because people don't want to hear honesty.
Yeah.
When it comes down, like, okay, just say for instance, if you're reporting on everything that is correct, it seems like majority of the audience don't want to hear what is correct. They want you to just, like you said, put a little zing on it, fabricate it a little bit, inject it with some fiction, put a plot twist to it. You know what I'm saying? Fudge it with some intrigue. Mm-hmm. And then, they say, oh man, that sounds good. But really it's a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what they like.
But that's how you extract the right audience out of that. All I've ever done is be myself. And I've gotten that hate. I've gotten all it. You already know. So I'm gonna keep being me because people either gonna like it or they're not, and we're growing. The platform's growing pretty rapidly, actually. And we're getting attention from outside, certain segments of the boxing community. So, the boxing community is bigger than what people think. It's more diverse than what people think. And we just got to keep drilling for that oil and make sure that we get the right people involved because you never know what can come out of something that is moving forward, So I just keep it moving, man. I'm just being honest. And that's how I see it.
Well, it has grown. It's good. You have a partner to collaborate with and everything to help grow the channel. Y'all link up and mesh together well. Talking about boxing, being that Nate was a boxer himself and a respectable boxer. Yeah. And y'all continue to grow and get those boxers on your channel for interviews, man. For those of you that's in the live chat, make sure you check it out and tune in. I have no problem supporting the channel, especially Lion Killer, because I mean we've been around for a minute and through the changes and everything, but it's good to see you and Nate have grown, man, and blossom into a channel that you have and the viewership and all that. That's good shit, bro.
Yeah, best thing that happened was that situation. I was able to take a year away from it and go through my progressions.
Yeah.
And come up with a much better platform than the one I had before. So this what we're doing now is what I wanted the old channel to be.
Correct.
But again, you had too much bullshit in the way.
Yeah.
And best thing to do, sometimes you got to cut the arm off and regrow it like a lizard. So
if you cutting the arm off and regrow it, that's motherfucking scientific shit in the laboratory there. Like, there's a whole lot of shit that's going on that's not normal.
It occurs in nature, so it can't. It is science. It happens with lizards and salamanders and all types of shit. Certain mammals can regrow some shit. So hey, man,
salamanders and all that. Yeah.
Basically, it's called surviving and adapting, evolution. So you evolve as you grow, you learn, you know what to do and how to move forward. So, I love the direction we're going because, we got a more diverse cast of people involved coming in. You got Ringside Reporter stops in, you got D-Style stopping in. I'm working on getting Bob Arum on the show. I got to start again Monday because I got off track with it. But I'm gonna try to have him on in the next few weeks if I can. Also, we got a really special Impossible Boxing coming up. If y'all have never seen Impossible Effing Boxing, me and Nate do hypothetical matchups again with great boxers. So the next one's going to be Aaron Pryor versus Roberto Duran. And we're going to break it down. We're going to show footage. We're going to show the box rec. We're going to go back, line for line to see these fights. We even go in more depth with that. It's real boxing talk. But this one's going to be special because we're trying to get some stuff lined up. So that's why we haven't done it yet. So once we get that lined up, we're going to get that going. And then maybe an Impossible Boxing with Carlos Monzon, because a lot of people don't even talk about Carlos Monzon. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, all the way up to his death too.
Yep.
He has a unique story, man. Definitely, he has a unique story to his career, and him basically doing time and end up, hey, incredible story. When y'all doing that? When y'all doing that on Monzon?
So it's it'll be after the prior Duran thing, and the prior Duran thing we don't got a solid date for because we don't have all the components yet. So like I said, it's gonna be a different Impossible Boxing. So and you'll see, and I think people will really, really like it. So I just, it's really good to get back to the essence of what the sport is or what it should be, and fuck all the rest. I mean, I don't care about glove gates. I don't care about Usyk talking about cheating. I don't care about bribe gate with Lomachenko. I don't care.
I mean, I was waiting to see if you was gonna even touch on that on your channel because
bribe gate.
I was against it with Deontay Wilder, but now Lomachenko coming out with the bullshit. Talking about the judge paid off. Now Alexander Usyk coming out with the bullshit. Man, it gotta be spoken on, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna speak on it. Somebody told me this is what they said. They said 2020 is the year of the sore loser. I said maybe. I said maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Now, as far as Lomachenko goes, I've said this. I thought initially when I called the fight, I thought Lomachenko won. But when you're doing a play-by-play and you got people involved, you can't pay full attention. And so the next morning, I went back and watched the fight. I was like, damn, that motherfucker lost. I mean, I just looked at it. He lost the fight. Yeah. He dropped 7 straight rounds. Yeah. Did he pour it on the back half? Yes, he did. But you can argue one of those rounds was split. He lost the fight. And so it wasn't bribery. You can't cakewalk a fight. You can not throw punches.
But his accusations though, of the judges possibly being paid off. Like that needs to be that's worse. What if Wilder would have went up there and said the judges was paid off? Or I know it's a different scenario because he and what he said about Mark Breland with the water and throwing in the towel. But then you got Alexander Usyk coming right behind him, talking some shit. And I don't hear the same energy from people talking about them making up these excuses.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it all over Instagram, Twitter. This is the thing. Vasily Lomachenko would have an argument if he had fought better. If he had if he had won some of those rounds, people would lend an ear. The fact is, he lost, and he lost. Period. Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk's problem is this: he's finally fighting heavyweights, real heavyweights.
Yeah.
So, yeah, is it possible that padding could have been removed? Yes, the UK. Shit like that happens in the UK, real talk. But the fact is, he fought Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora can punch. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And Usyk he's clearly in heavyweight now. It's not dabbling in it. He's fighting heavyweights. That shit hurts. And so he's going to complain about the next fight and the next fight because he's not used to getting hit. He's just not.
There should be an outcry, though. There should be an outcry about the removing and tampering with the gloves because that was one of the primary situations that Deontay Wilder was being vilified for. Now, Alexander Usyk, he comes out here in his second fight at the heavyweight division, and all of a sudden he's talking about tampered gloves. But all of a sudden, when Deontay Wilder was talking about it, it was none and void. It was totally off the wall. But Usyk saying it, people want to act like, okay, let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if he has any validity.
I spoke on it
to the gloves.
I spoke on it. I don't know if I did a video.
At, though? Just like we said about Wilder.
Right. I think I said the same thing. I'm like, all right, if you prove it. My whole thing is prove it. That's what I keep telling people. Prove it. I don't give a fuck about any of that other shit. Just prove it. Because the one thing that we learned in the Wilder situation is expediency.
Yeah.
Being expedient cures all ills. The faster the information comes out, the more pressing it is. That's just the truth. That's in anything. You want it on the minds fresh and constant with people. If you give people any type of wide berth of time, it sows doubt. But if it's up front, fresh, and especially these days public, it's a different animal. Now, both of these guys, Usyk and Lomachenko, are trained by Lomachenko's dad. Both of these guys are essentially prospects. That when you look at their records, if you're just looking at their record, he's at prospect level. Okay. And I'm talking about the experience. Vasily Lomachenko fought a guy in Teofimo Lopez that's a prospect that just outworked him. Teofimo didn't look great in that fight. He scooted by, but he just outworked the guy the first 7 rounds. Lomachenko is a professional amateur. He's a professional amateur. He should have been able to make that happen, but he fought like an amateur. That's why he's bitching and whining now. So I don't feel sorry for the guy. If you felt there was bribery, you just should have fought better so there couldn't have been any doubt. Or if there was any doubt, you would have evidence on the table to show that you won the fight. He doesn't have any of that.
What do you mean fought like an amateur? Like I haven't heard too much of that.
Well,
narrative come out in previous fights. Everybody was boosting his head up when I was saying he was overrated.
Not me.
How is he fighting like an amateur now against Teo?
You never heard me say he fought like a professional. I always felt he fought like an amateur because his thing is scoring stuff. And the amateurs, it's about scoring. It's laying that white part of that glove on that body or on that head and scoring. He looks cute doing it. People play him up, but I've always pointed out the holes in his game. I always point out if he comes up against somebody tougher like I want to say cilantro. It ain't cilantro. Salido.
Orlando Salido, yeah.
I'm like, damn, cilantro. That'd be good on some tacos right now.
You don't want to sound racist on here. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not trying to sound racist. I'm just thinking, like, damn, I can't say Salido. But it's like you seen Vasily Lomachenko's weaknesses. But again, this is part of the problem with boxing is the mainstream boxing media is there to manipulate you, lie to you, and not give you the truth. He's a prospect. I don't give a fuck how old he is. He fights like an amateur. And that shit that he did against Lopez was amateurish. He wasn't going for the kill. He dropped 7 rounds and thought he could pull it out on the back end. And it wasn't enough.
Well, he attempted to go in for the kill on the back end. He just got shut down. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo was the stronger fighter, was able to survive that 11-round onslaught and then took it into the 12 where he just bit down on his mouthpiece and closed out the fight.
But a professional fight is 12 rounds. So
correct.
You can't part-time if you that deep in the water. And
but also in a professional fight of any magnitude, you do have to apply or execute an offensive strategy. You just can't go in there and say it's 10 or 12 rounds and let me just freestyle it. You got to go in there with a plan. We know that.
Right. Do you think he went in there with a plan, dropping 7 rounds?
Yeah, he had a plan, but it was shut down. He just he went in there with a plan, and then he found out, damn, Tio's kind of quick. He's kind of faster and sharper than I thought. I'm not going to be able to do what I was able to do against Luke Campbell, Jason Mariaga, all those people that he had success, Jorge Linares, he wasn't able to do that. But with Tio was quick enough, young enough, more diverse in his offense, and I guess he stifled him. He stifled Lomachenko early. Yeah. He felt that power to the body.
Lomachenko thought he had a cherry pick.
I hear people say that though, but it's no way
I think
hell.
He thought that. I think he thought that.
For real?
I really do.
I hear people say that all the time, but because I don't think so, man.
Because everything has been set up for Lomachenko to thrive. Everything. Think about it.
I know, but with Teofimo Lopez coming off Nakatani, then he's coming off Richard Comey smashing in the second round. Vasily really had to be on some high shit, the good shit you smoke, for him to think Teofimo Lopez was a freaking cherry pick. Because a lot of people talk about, well, he was too arrogant. He didn't even want a rematch clause, so he just thought he was a cherry pick. And I'm saying to myself, your team must be delirious if they thought Teofimo Lopez was a cherry pick.
Well, I thought he didn't want a rematch clause because he was moving down in weight again. That's why there was no rematch clause.
Man, he didn't have a rematch clause. He thought he was going to win.
Yeah, I heard
he was going to fucking win, dog.
This was before the fight. He
wouldn't have to worry about it.
This was before the fight. I had heard that he was just moving down in weight. That's why there was no rematch clause. So, I mean, like I said, the script sometimes doesn't pan out the way you want it to. And in my opinion, Vasily Lomachenko's career has been scripted. And somewhere along the line, he didn't fit in the script anymore. And he thought he was going to mail it in, plan or not. He didn't produce in those rounds. Had he just produced in those rounds, he probably would have won the fight. Because again,
when did he fall out the strip? When did he fall out the script though?
Well, he fell out the script by not producing the punches, throwing the punches, and landing the punches. I'm talking about those first 7 rounds of the fight. I don't know when are you talking about leading up to that fight?
Yeah, when do you think he fell out the script? Because Bob Arum was saying he was like Muhammad Ali. So I'm just trying to see when he fell out the script, because Bob Arum was high on Vasily not too long ago.
I mean, if I speak on this, it's basically surmising what happened. I don't know any facts behind it, but okay. I mean, it's possible that there was a crossroads in communication. One person wanted someone to go one direction, that person wanted to go another direction. Somebody thought they had the upper hand, and somebody showed they actually had the upper hand. That may be the situation. Also, you also had to respect the fact that Teofimo Lopez was pushing for that fight heavy and hard for a long time. And so when it finally happened, the guy was ready for him to a large degree. And I think Vasily thought it was just going to be another walk in the park. That's why, I don't have to throw as many punches. 1-7. I can drown him in the back half of the fight. And that didn't work because he's been able to get away with that type of stuff, basically drowning people in the first half of fights with activity. None of that activity was neutralized by the threat of Teofimo Lopez's power, and honestly, his speed. He was a little bit quicker than what Lomachenko was expecting too.
Footwork, yeah.
Yeah. Now, like I said, Teofimo Lopez is still a developmental project, though. Even holding those belts. He's what, 22, 23, somewhere in there?
Something like that, 23.
And what, 16, 17 fights? I mean,
16.
Yeah, he's far from a finished product. And so
the finished product with all the titles outside of the WBCs. I mean, come on, he fought three killers. He fought 3 killers line killer. Come on, man. He fought Nakatani. He just defeated Felix Verdejo.
I'm just telling you what I see. Developmentally wise, he's still far from a finished product. That's not a diss. Absolutely. That's not a diss.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, we know that growing up in age.
Yeah.
Like, man, can you imagine what he's going to be close to 30 or his late 20s? Man, he's going to be a totally different fighter if he stays healthy, no injuries.
Yeah, but it's not a diss on his person. It's just a fact. He's not finished, and you can see it.
I will hope at his age he's not finished right now. That'd be sad. If he was finished and he's peaked, I would be like, damn, that's fucked up because he don't have no more growth.
Yeah.
But I agree with what you're saying. He is in development, and he does have, man, so much potential left over.
But Lomachenko lost to a kid in development. And that's what Lomachenko can't reconcile. He can't reconcile that this guy is, 12 years younger than him? 10, 12 years younger than him?
And that's where I come in at. I think, like I've been telling a lot of people, Vasily Lomachenko has miles on his body.
Yep.
All that amateur career, him waiting to the point, the perfect window to come over here to the freaking professionals. Then on his second professional fight, which he was promised before he turned professional, he couldn't get it done against Orlando Salido.
Right.
So then he goes in there for the vacant title against Gary Russell and do it in 3. Mm-hmm. But when I'm telling people right now, you're looking at Lomachenko, he looks young. When he's supposed to be shining, he's not able to because his body is steadily breaking down from all those damn amateur fights, man.
Yep. You can't have 200 plus fights. I think in this case it's over 300, right? 300 amateur fights. He got
close to 400 fights, man. Close to 4. And he's right at the damn back door.
Yeah. Yeah. His body's been touched. And listen, if he was the slickest boxer in amateur history, he still would have been touched with 400 fights. 400 fights is 400 fights. Correct. Then consider all the sparring in between those 400 fights, all the working out. That's countless, endless hours of stress on the physical. And so, like I said this 3 or 4 fights ago, he'll never be the same. He looks horrible, and he hasn't looked the same. I forget which fight that was. It's the one where he had the shoulder injury, and he was coming off the shoulder injury. And he just didn't look right. And it took 2 fights to get back to where he was. And he still doesn't look that form because his body's done. And now they got to carefully match him. I was talking to CJ. CJ thought that that motherfucker might never fight again. The way he was talking, he said they asked him, so what are you gonna do now? Go home? Like, okay, So it's, and in fact, I got a quote. Hold on. I got a Twitter quote, exactly what he said. This is from 10 p.m. Curfew Lefty. It says, Loma said he felt he won the fight or it should have been a draw at the least, but the judges were bribed. He wouldn't say who bribed them. It's not about bias. It's about being bribed. There was nothing honest about judging. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm like, you can't judge a fight being the fighter. You can't. Yeah. Is there corruption in judging? Hell yes. We know that for a fact. All the stories I've been told, all the dinners that judges get taken to, we know about that shit.
That's true.
You know,
I've seen it.
So, yeah, it's yes, there is bribery. There is prostitutes and other shit that people don't talk about. There's a lot of stuff. But
I pulled up on one with Dillian White and everybody that was at the table. I think I never would have got a credential again if I would have took the picture. I wanted to take the picture, but I did. Like at Vegas, I pulled up on. I saw Dillian White. I went around inside, and I saw who's at the table. I was like, "Oh my god!" I took my phone out, and then they was like, "You know," so hey, Dillian, and I started talking to Dillian. And then I left. But if I would have flashed that motherfucker,
yep.
Woo.
Yeah, because I mean, people act like it's not happening. I mean, listen, people want to vilify Don King for getting shit done. And I talked about Don King's erstwhile business career in boxing promotion, but Don got it done. Bob Arum is the one that's been caught bribing people. That's a historical fact. Don King was never caught. Don was slick. The practice of boxing happens. But to me, what is there to gain in bribing the judges in Vasily Lomachenko's fight? Number one, Vasily Lomachenko is not a draw. He hasn't been a draw since he's been over here. He doesn't bring people to the table. If anything, he's a contractual drain financially. They kept putting him on main cards and he couldn't draw. Where is the need to bribe?
Because you never know with boxing who they are attempting to set them up with. Like they are always trying to create money fights. And you know, a European fighter, neighboring fighter like Vasily Lomachenko, you can link him up to a nice name out there. You can.
In Europe,
you can link him up, man.
In Europe, you can. Not here. They had him over in England. I remember a friend of mine who they wanted that person to be their press agent. Them and Usyk, Lomachenko and Usyk, they wanted them to be the press agent, but Top Rank wasn't pulling it together. They have the skin, but they don't have the following. Nobody knows who Usyk is in the States. Nobody really knows who Lomachenko is in the States, but ESPN. ESPN did any and everything to push this kid, and they still couldn't do anything with him. They put him above Terrence Crawford in the pound for pound rankings. He still couldn't draw. What makes Tyson Fury somewhat interesting is his character. He's a character. But even Tyson Fury alone is not a draw. You had to pair Tyson Fury up with a big fight, correct, in order for him to draw. These Europeans don't draw. That's the difference between Joshua and Fury. Anywhere else in the world, Anthony Joshua's a draw. That's just a fact. There's no heavyweights that's a draw by themselves, though. Anthony Joshua's European a draw in his home base. He's a draw. Who? Anthony Joshua's a draw in his home base. Not by himself. That's why he had to go into Wembley with Vladimir Klitschko. He wouldn't sell out Wembley Stadium for that title. How many people were at the Andy Ruiz fight? Huh? How many people were at the first Andy Ruiz fight? Like 7. I'm not 16, sure. They said 16 or 17. That was his first fight in the States, though, and it didn't do incredible numbers. No, it didn't do incredible numbers PPV wise, but I think they had 16,000 people at the. Now they could have gave away tickets, but a lot of those people traveled in. That's what I remember. Hell yeah, they gave out comp tickets because goddamn Jarrell Miller freaking tested positive. Hell yeah, they gave out comp tickets. Yeah, dog. As the fight was originally constituted, Jarrell Miller, that wasn't going to be a draw. That wasn't. But overseas, Anthony Johnson's a draw. Overseas. Some pretty decent numbers, dog. I'm serious. I think people really wanted to see
Joshua either knock Jarrell Miller out or
you see how I'm looking at you, right?
Huh?
See how I'm looking at you.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, and when it comes down to Joshua, you know, we all know how his chin is, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
Gerald Miller had to take all he had to take all the tranks in the world to get that chin. I got it. Gerald Miller. He don't have no knockout power, bro.
Man, come on now. Do you think Andy Ruiz had knockout power?
Yes, I do. And
he knocked out Joseph Parker?
I don't know. I don't remember watching that fight, but I know I watched that fight.
Dog. Come on.
This is the thing. The big difference between Andy Ruiz and Gerald Miller is accuracy. The guy can throw. He can throw punches.
Yeah, he can.
So you keep chopping on a tree, eventually it's gonna come down.
But chopping on a tree is the waist up.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen nobody with an axe cut from the top of the tree and say, "Wow, I like how that little damn limb." No, they chop that motherfucker from the base, dog.
No, they actually do chop trees from the top.
I mean, if they're trimming and pruning them, they too tall. They don't want to jump on the house.
No, they literally scale
according to the height of the tree, dog.
Right.
I just had like 6 of them removed from my house.
Now I'm just saying, if you got like a 30-40 foot tree, those motherfuckers will shimmy up that hole with a safety belt, chop that bitch down. So
yeah, it's all about the height, though.
Yeah, it really is. You spoke on Anthony Joshua's height, Andy Ruiz. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's a draw. I mean, I got to give it to the guy. He's a draw. Not in America, but everywhere else I've seen him, he's a draw.
Okay, in the UK, he's a draw because that's his home base, okay? But when you're talking about the bigger arenas, we're not talking about the O2, we're talking about Wembley. He did not sell out with Alexander Povetkin. He did not sell out. He did not sell out when he stepped in there against Vladimir Klitschko because he was in there with another one, a legend.
Wembley,
you know what I'm saying? A future Hall of Famer. That's how he sold it out. He has not sold out Wembley since, bro.
How many people are at Wembley? Wembley holds like 100K, right?
It holds a great amount, you know, in full service, you know, live gate, all that shit. Yeah, it can do good. You know, it can do well. That shit was stacked when him and Vladimir, but you know, him and Alexander Povetkin, because that was when he signed that 2-fight deal, September 22nd and April 13th.
Yeah,
and he didn't even fight. Joshua didn't even fight in April of the next year.
Yeah, Joshua is going to be the biggest draw, period. What I mean is his name is going to bring an element. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's going to bring an element.
Biggest draw in UK, right?
UK and probably.
I know you ain't talking about the US. Don't even think about saying he's going to be.
I've said several times he's not a draw in the US. I'll never say that. I'll never say
take him to Idaho or something. I mean,
he fucking freaked out when he came over here. So I mean,
he didn't even let American media close to him. They allowed UK media.
He was shell shocked. He came in the ring. Oh shit! Now I don't know what we's gonna do. I'm scared than a motherfucker.
He's speaking. My sports talk said nobody stopped Joseph Parker, so we can't say he didn't stop Joseph Parker. Who did stop Joseph Parker? Nobody, of course. But I was just speaking in the sense of his toughest opponent, in my opinion. Right. A lot of people said that Andy Ruiz won that fight with Joseph Parker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't mean anything else but that.
I'll be honest.
He said he got punching power. I'll say he didn't stop Joseph Parker.
I'll be honest. I know I saw the fight. I don't remember the fight. It's just not memorable. So for me, some things I flush, and that's probably something I flush. I can't remember 1 ounce of that fight.
And Dillian White stepped in there with Joseph Parker. I mean,
and I don't even want to talk about that dude. I don't even want to talk about that dude.
I really hope. Okay, we can't get the Wilder Fury fight. I really hope Wilder fight Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? Right off the rip.
That'd be satisfactory
Louis
for me.
King Kong Ortiz want that fight. You know, I'll look at that fight too. But hey,
well, White wants to fight. He said he wants to fight Ortiz. So
right.
Why do you want? I think it's bullshit still. because he had the opportunity, 2 years ago, a year or two ago, to fight him.
Correct.
He played up all that BS, and then he nutted up and backed out. There's nothing that's changed in Luis Ortiz in the last 2 years that I've seen so far.
No,
except he got knocked out by Wilder. That's the only exception. He's won
twice.
Right.
Yeah.
So Dillian White is probably I saw improvement in that Povetkin fight before he got blitzed. He looked calmer, more patient. His form looked better. He was improving, but he got caught.
See, you saw the improvement. I saw the aftermath before it happened. I say, there it is. There you go. Thank you, Dillian. Thank you.
I was commenting on the improvement, and then he got sparked, and that's just really what it went down to. Povetkin's is a more skilled fighter. Period. He has a short tank though. That's Povetkin's problem. Well, short tank, no steroids. Yeah,
But we talk about the mental lapse in judgment. You always want to talk about fighting the big fights. Okay, you had a chance with Joshua when he wasn't champion. He stopped you. So now you was in the perfect opportunity to go in there and prove to the people that you can defeat Alexander Povetkin, looking good, drop them twice and all that, and just have a mental lapse. Boom, you get starched. You wake back up, and the first thing you're talking about is a rematch. So I was telling people, man, I told people, I said that rematch ain't happening like that. There's no way you can get knocked the fuck out, and the commission's gonna improve you to come back in 3 months. It's people that get knocked out worse than he do, and they'll spend it like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So I knew Dillian White wasn't coming back. All of a sudden, Alexander Povetkin caught COVID, and then he has that extended COVID. Oh, I'm still not good for COVID. He needs to go fight somebody else.
It's called withdrawals.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit! I need more. I need more. Shit.
Who do you think would be a good fight right off the rip for Dillian White? They had Luis Ortiz name in there, Deontay Wilder, and what's his name?
Ortiz. I like the Ortiz fight.
Yeah, I kind of like the Ortiz fight too. I wouldn't mind definitely seeing Deontay Wilder because they got a history. All the cowards back and forth, all the verbal sparring.
If they can make the Wilder Dillian White fight, I'm happy about it. Yeah. I just think Wilder's too much for Dillian White, way too much. Ortiz is slightly more manageable.
Correct.
Ortiz is the most skilled heavyweight in the division. I don't give a fuck what people say or what they think.
Larry Holmes' footwork with the jab.
Yep. And yeah, even in his 40s, his skill set is able to keep him around in his 40s. That's just the truth. Yeah. And so there's a reason this guy is that avoided. He is avoided. They've been avoiding this guy for years. They've aged him into his 40s. Now they think he's weak. Dillian White, if Povetkin can do that to Dillian White, what do you think Luis Ortiz is going to do? I mean, they're the same size. I mean, Povetkin's a little smaller than Dillian White. We talking about a guy that got a bigger reach, a guy that punches straight. He don't waste energy.
Dillian White a wide motherfucker too.
He's wide. But I'm just saying.
I saw him sitting at the table. I was like, I couldn't see him. He stood up. I was like, damn, motherfucker look like a linebacker.
Yep. Means nothing if you can't take a chin shot.
Means nothing when you're talking out the side of your face. And he said Deontay Wilder stops Dillian White. Fury beats Dillian White. Povetkin stops White and could possibly do it again. I want to see that fight with Alexander Povetkin and Dillian White, but since he's out, man, any one of them, man.
Povetkin was losing that fight when he dropped him, though.
Yeah.
I mean, so
that's what's supposed to be in boxing, though. You got to regroup. Mm-hmm. And look, don't praise Baranchyk and Cepeda, but get over here and don't praise the heavyweights to get dropped several times. Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes no sense, man. You can't praise that as being a fight of the year, and then you want to say, "Oh man, we don't want to see that no more."
Who praised that fight as fight of the year?
Man, a lot of people was praising them for getting off the cameras and goddamn going to strap, and they said, "Oh, Baranchyk, he did it." He came off the canvas.
I don't even think I seen that Baranchik guy fight, man. To be honest with you,
For real?
What weight class is that?
They was dropping one another, dog.
What weight class is that?
Wasn't it 40?
Yeah, 40 is the one division I never look at, bro. I have no interest in 40. I don't have any interest in anything under 47, generally speaking. So that's why I'm just prejudiced like that, I guess. I don't know. I like 47 and up.
21, to answer your question, Dillian White lost to Povetkin. He is not in position to be the mandatory for Zada. Zilch. 0. You didn't hear I think it was who was it? Mauricio said it's a clear path for Tyson Fury to face Anthony Joshua since Dillian White lost to Alexander Povetkin.
Wow.
That's what he said. No, White is not the mandatory. Okay, appreciate you, bro, for dropping that. Yeah. But I'm about to bounce, man. It's almost 3 hours there. I appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
As always, man.
Yeah,
shout out to them Texas Longhorns.
It's Texas Rangers. I don't be fucking with college sports.
Texas Rangers, then. Shit.
I don't even watch baseball. These hats are $9.99 at Walmart. That's how I got this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Everybody who pulled up, man, definitely gonna keep it, boxing. And sometimes it gets out of pocket or whatever, but man, most of the time with me, I keep it on boxing, MMA, and
before you go, how do you feel about that potential class action suit against the UFC that they couldn't get tossed out?
It's been in existence for a while.
Yeah, they tried.
I've known about it for a while because I'm amazing it's still on the surface floating because the UFC have a hell of a legal team.
Well, they can't stop it now. They
can't stop it.
Yeah, it has.
That don't mean. Look, you know what the amount is though?
$5 billion.
So you actually think the UFC they're not going to settle if anything?
I think it involves over 1,300 fighters between 2011 and 2017 for a total of $5 billion. So, they're going to settle. Yeah. They're going to try their best to settle. If it goes to court, don't look good to me.
Yeah, man. And why, you asked me the question, I have to end this stuff. Yoel Romero was released from the UFC, and Bellator tried to act like they didn't want to pick him up. And then he was released totally. Who picks him up? Bellator. So check this out there, Adonis. So Bellator picks up Yoel Romero, the most freak of nature that never won a title. Mm-hmm. So he's at Bellator now. Then Anthony Johnson was supposed to come back to the UFC, and somehow he's at Bellator now. So I'm curious to know who's he going to match up with over there. I was waiting for Rumble to come back, and he wanted to fight John Jones, but John Jones moved up to heavyweight. So I guess Anthony Johnson's going to go over there to Bellator, have a nice little matchup over there, make some money and stuff like that. I wanted to ask you this while I'm on it. Dana White said he may consider Amanda Nunes knocking motherfucker Jake Paul out. Would you want to see, and do you believe that Amanda Nunes has a puncher's chance to go in there and defeat Jake Paul in a boxing match?
No. Well, in a boxing match, she can beat him, but not knocking him out. I don't think she can knock him out. That dude's actually a pretty good sized dude. I was surprised. I'm like,
because it's easy to get in shape and build your body up to look the part. Right. They did that for the first fight. KSI and Logan Paul, they bulked them up, nutrition, 6-pack, and
I'm not talking about skill. I'm just talking about size. In this situation, women are on average 20 to 25% weaker than men physically. Right. Even the most prime athletic woman is going to have a hard time with Bubba.
Man, but also MMA has evolved to the point where they do work with boxing coaches.
Right.
But boxing and MMA is absolutely different than boxing in the ring, of course.
But I've yet to see an MMA star that can box on a professional boxer's level. Even Masvidal don't box that well.
Oh, hell no. I mean, I don't know who called him a boxer. He was a street fighter.
Right, but Masvidal is a guy I can think of right off the rip recently that really does have decent hands, but he's not professional boxing level. Anderson Silva dabbled in professional boxing. He didn't look that good. So, yeah, if you put him in a boxing match, it's kind of fair square. Yeah, she's going to have the advantage because she strikes for a living. But
plus, she used to striking for 5 minutes, so she would have better ring generalship.
True,
in my opinion.
But that's if she keeps it boxing and knows how to keep it ring generalship in boxing. Just because it's MMA doesn't mean it's going to transfer to boxing. There could be a lot.
Absolutely true, but when it comes down to grappling, clinching.
Well, you said a boxer
in the gym, they basically spar with guys. And they're able to feel that strength. They're able to get acclimated to that strength. I know where you're going with it, but it'll be different. It'll be interesting.
But Paul is over what? Paul look about 200 pounds to me. She's what?
Yeah, but they're probably making come to 190 or something like that. But the highest she would probably fight is 150, right. 155.
So that's a 40-pound give. 1 pound can make a major difference in a fight, So you're talking about 40 pounds, 20 to 25% physically weaker. And then her advantage would probably be endurance if she can up the pace.
That's what I was waiting for you to say. It will be endurance, and that's why she will fuck them up.
Yeah.
Well, just off endurance, because she has enough up here, been in championship fights. She would get him to the 3rd round when he's starting to gas and start just to pick him apart, man.
The fact that we even have to talk about this is shameful.
Hey, man.
It's shameful. It's shameful.
I agree. For real. But, man, any final words to your supporters and listeners out there, man?
See you next time I come on.
Hey, those of you that drop by, I appreciate you. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. You know what it is, man. Continue to support the channel, sub, like, and look forward to boxing and MMA content.